I can stop my heart when the lights go out. Say you let me fight.
Pisoca, soca, pisoca, soca, pisoca, soca, vai. Dessas galinhas se me irritou. Eu piranha escutar
Aquele rebolado que bandido não resiste. Hello. I changed my appearance a bit today. I am testing something out. And if I sound sick, I'm not sick. I'm just dying of allergies. Mostly I feel fine because I've been taking quite the concoction of drugs. Drugs from the medicine drugs. Drugs, medicine drugs, not illegal contraband drugs. Good NyQuil and allergy medicines and nasal spray. But despite that, my nose is still like, I'm still a bit congested and like sniffly for some reason. I'm like got like the whole concoction and I still can't fully rid myself of being allergic to the outside. So that's where we're at. This week I'm dying of allergies, which is why I haven't been around as much. I honestly wasn't planning to stream today, but I don't know, it's been like forever, so. Stuffed and not in the good way. I mean, when I'm stuffed, but it's just congested stuffed and not like sex stuffed. And then last week was me trying to like troubleshoot some stuff because basically I can't play any games on stream without my GPU going having like a big poop, just pooping itself, just so what I did do, and I don't have it for today because I had to get it fixed, but Papa Smoothie, my VTuber Papa, he made me like a version of my model file that is like smaller, basically like lower resolution, and so hopefully that will help. Unfortunately, when I opened it up today, it had some issues for some god known reason. It shouldn't, because it's the same file but just with like the image files for like the textures of the model made smaller, but for some reason that messed some stuff up. So I'm using like the full-size model today, which means no game. We're just gonna hang out for a little bit. And then I also did make myself like a little jank ass PNG tuber by taking like some still images of my VTuber model, so it's like got like a version where the eyes are closed, a version where the eyes are open, and then like mouth open, mouth closed. So like when I talk, it goes ah, and then it like blinks periodically. So it's a little slightly more than just like lighting up a PNG, but hopefully the lower res file works fine. Hi guys, hi James, hi Anarchy. Water! I did just fill up my water bottle actually. It's good for me to hydrate since I'm dripping all of my fluids out through my nose in the form of snot. Not to sound like super cute or anything, but like my nose do be dripping. Chat, I'm just absolutely dripping. No, cat, get off the keyboard. We are not deleting the whole just chatting scene. No, we are not doing that today. But yeah, as you can see, I switched some stuff up today. I was actually thinking somebody else, a friend of mine, was setting up like some stream stuff the other day and I was helping out, and they were setting up like funny little noises for like follower alerts and stuff, and I was like, I should update my sounds that play when like somebody subscribes or does whatever, because I haven't changed those in so long, but I'm so uninspired. So if you guys have any like funny little sound tidbits, ideas for those, we could like switch those up or something. I don't know. Cat needs the drip. Cat needs to get off my keyboard is what the cat needs. The cat, she's staring at me. Hi. She's like staring into my, bro, stop look. Okay, now I'm getting scared. What are you looking at me like that for? She's staring into my soul. I don't like it. She knows something I don't. She's like, just saw all my past and future lives. Well, like, it was weird. She just saw like my death date or something, and she's like, oh damn, that's crazy. She was actually staring into my soul. unnerved right now by that. I feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable. No, it's fine. She's just like that. She just stares at me. Look, she's hanging out with me. She's not been hanging out with me all day. She's not been hanging out with me all week. At least not that much. Start up a stream, boom. She wants to hang out. I'm like, what the hell? I am not a fan of summer, can I just say? Summer enjoyers are like fucked in the head. Like, it's not even that deep into summer. Okay, but I was up this morning because I don't sleep the best right now because I'm all stuffy, congested, allergies, whatever. And so I was awake at like 9 a.m. Yay! Fuck summer enjoyers, y'all crazy motherfuckers. But I was up, it's like 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning I left the house because I had to go pick up some meds, prescription meds, and then I picked up a couple other things while I was out. 10 in the morning I went outside and it was like 25 degrees. I was sweating. There was no breeze. It was just sun beating down directly on my face. Don't worry, I wore sunscreen so I didn't get like burnt or anything, but like, oh my god, it was hot as balls at 10 in the, it wasn't even the middle of the day. It was hot. I don't even want to know what it was like outside in the middle of the day. I was hiding in my air conditioning. That's why my mic sounds like shit. You can hear my AC in the background. I'm not turning that off though. I absolutely the fuck not, bro. I want it to be like cold as shit in my room. Okay, I want to pretend it's like fall in my room. I only like summer with AC. Miss me with that hot, moist outside summer. Yeah, like I don't want to go outside. I don't want to do summer activities outside. Like, no. What the hell? People are like, oh, they're like going golfing. They're like, I don't know what people, going boating. Going, I don't know, drinking on patios, whatever people do in the summer. I don't know, I do the same thing in the summer that I do every other season, and that is sit inside on my computer. And like, that's it. I don't do anything different. It's just when I have to go outside, it's slightly more miserable because I'm not very tolerant of the heat. Like, I get so uncomfortable the moment I start sweating even a little bit. Like, I hate it. I like want to shower. I want to get into like cold. I want to like jump in my freezer. Like, I don't want to hang out in the hot. It's too hot. I want to be cold. I wish I had like a big walk-in freezer in my home. I know that's not practical, but like that's the kind of place like I'd go outside in the sun and then I'd come home and I'd go inside my like walk-in fridge, like my walk-in freezer. The one, you know, the ones that they have at like any food place, if you ever worked at a food place. I remember I used to work at like a Tim Hortons. You know, there's like millions of them here in Canada. Everybody's worked at a Tim Hortons, I swear to God. And they have like a walk-in fridge, walk-in freezer. And I swear, anytime I got like too hot at work, I would just go stand in one for a few minutes. I'd be like, BRB guys, I'm gonna go stand in the freezer. It's always hot in there in the summer. Even though they have like AC, I think, running a bit, it's not as much as it should be, ever. It always ends up being hot because there's like ovens and like the drive-through windows open, letting in the heat and blah blah blah. I am happy not to work there anymore, at least. It was better in the summer, back when I played a lot of tennis and golf. Interesting. I've never played tennis. I played golf when I was younger because my dad was really into golf. So he put me and my sister into like golf lessons and he would take us golfing. I haven't golfed in years. I wonder if I still could like go to the golf. What's it called? The place where golf course. Golf course. I was like, what's the place? Go to the old country club, you know. You know, I wonder if I could like still do it. You know, the body remembers. I probably could be okay. Like, I still remember, I think, the gist of it. Like, I wouldn't be like starting from scratch, but I don't think it would be very good. I think I would still be bad. Hello there, I am new here. Hi, new. I'm Callie. I just dyed my hair today, is all. You know, just dyed my hair like one does. Any person who likes summer heat and humidity is criminally insane. I genuinely don't understand. Like, I get why people like summer in terms of like the activities, I guess, in the summer. And I guess if you have a family or you're like a student or something, like students don't have school in the summer. So like if you have like kids or something, you probably do stuff with them in the summer, which I'm sure is fun, but not me. Like, I don't know, go camping? I hate camping. You will not catch me camping. You will not. I used to go camping when I was a kid. Like, my parents would take us camping and we'd like sleep in tents and everything. And you would not catch me doing that now. I like some aspects of camping, like the fire and the s'mores and like the hot dogs, you know? But like sleeping in a tent, it's like cold as balls all night. And then as soon as the sun starts to hit the side of the tent, it's like smoldering, cooking you alive. There's just no consistency. So you're freezing all night and then you wake up sweating. Like, no thank you. No thank you. And then there's bugs everywhere. There's bugs. Oh, I'll fuck with bugs, bro. No thank you. My cat ate a bug the other day. There was like some sort of small beetle-esque creature on my bed the other day, and my cat was like chasing it around and she ate it. It sounded crunchy. And she ate it. She ate a crunchy little beetle. And I was like, okay, I was just gonna move it elsewhere, but congrats on the snack, I guess. Like, nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you too, new person. Welcome in, welcome in. Back when I was a kid in my parents' old house that had a pool, I'm not even like a pool enjoyer anymore. Like, I don't even own a bathing suit. Like, I just don't go swimming. Like, I don't know, it's just like outside in general. I don't fuck with it. I could fuck with a hot tub in like the winter, but I don't know, I just don't care about like swimming or anything. Like, I'm happy just to sit in my air conditioning on my little pewter with my little pewter friends, play my little video games on my pewter, drinking my iced coffee, you know? I'm happy doing that. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need anything fancy, just air conditioning. We've been running the air conditioning for like the better part of a month now, and I just got like our utility bill in the other day, and it like went from being like maybe $100 to a little over $200. And I was like, yeah, there it is. The summer utility bills. Crying. I was like, oh good, yeah, awesome, love that. So I'm like, okay, all my money is going to my utilities now so that I can run AC, but it's worth it. I spend like all my time inside. I do like have a job that I work at sometimes, but lately I haven't been getting a lot of shifts. So like right now I have like 1 or 2 shifts a week, and they're all like on the weekends, like Friday through Sunday, and they're all like 4 or 5 hours. So I actually have some free time right now. Unfortunately for me, I've been spending all my time dying of allergies during that free time, which is not great. I wish I could like properly enjoy the like extra time that I have right now, since I'm not like at my job as much as I was for a while there. I can't even enjoy it because I'm just sitting here with like my box of tissues, just like blowing my nose and like taking like 7 different kinds of drugs to like minimize my symptoms. What kind of allergy meds are up in Canada? I assume like most of the same ones that they have in the US. Like there's like Claritin, Reactin, and then like their off-brand counterparts. What are the other ones? There's a bunch. I don't know all like the fancy, you know, names of the active ingredients, but there's a few different ones. And so I got like Reactin at the store the other day to try, and it works okay. And then I've been taking some NyQuil as well, because that has like a different antihistamine in it and whatnot. So I took some of that, and then I have like this nasal spray. I feel like that helps a little bit as well. I don't know, I got like a whole concoction. I don't know what allergy med works the best for me. I got a new one the other day to try, and I felt like it didn't work at all. I felt like really awful. I think that was on Sunday. Like I genuinely felt like it didn't do anything at all. And I bought a pack of like 20 tablets. So now I have 19 tablets of an allergy med that I don't think does anything for me. So I hate NyQuil. I don't feel like I've slept. Really? That's interesting. See, I was having an issue because of my allergies up until I got this new concoction, which includes like the NyQuil. My allergies were just preventing me from sleeping well or at all. Like Sunday night, was it Sunday night? I tried to go to bed at like, I don't know, a reasonable time, like 1 a.m. And I was still awake at like 5:30 because I couldn't fall asleep because my nose was too stuffy and it kept running, and it was just, I couldn't fall asleep like that. And at like 5:30 in the morning, there's a convenience store near me that opens at 5:30. So I went over there, and that's where I got like the Reactin and the NyQuil and the nasal spray, and started using that concoction. And that's been working well enough, I suppose. It's mostly works, minus like I'm still a bit congested and still have a bit of a runny nose. But it's mostly okay, and it's fully tolerable. Just, I don't think I sound very good. I don't think I sound healthy. Whole cocktail mixture of meds and drugs. Yeah, I got the whole concoction. Just like making like, got my little oh my god, I can't think of the term. The thing that witches use, the cauldron. I got like a whole cauldron. You know, picture me like in a little witch hat over my little cauldron, like pouring in all sorts of like potions and all sorts of random objects in there. That's what I'm doing. Just mixing a bunch of stuff and then hoping it works. Gotta add the umbrella to make it classy. Just get like a little martini glass. Put a bunch of NyQuil in there. Maybe put like a little actual bit of alcohol in it. Just like add a little pizzazz, little spice, you know. I don't know. Put in like some vodka or some rum or I don't know, whatever the heck. Put a little one of those fancy little umbrellas on the drink. Just tasty. The NyQuil cocktail, the NyQuil martini, gonna go crazy and put me right to sleep. And NyQuil martini, yo guys, listen, new recipe just dropped. All right, this will put you right to sleep. Okay, you're having issues. You got a cold. You got some allergies. You got, I don't know, just your life issues, whatever. Can't sleep. I got you. Okay, we mix up a little rum. We put a little NyQuil in there. You know. Top it with one of those fancy little cherries, little cute umbrella for flair, for the aesthetic, and boom! You're gonna go right to sleep. You might not wake up, but that's not really, don't worry about it. I said I would put you to sleep, okay? I didn't say I would wake you up. Okay, I never said anything about waking up. Guaranteed to be effective, yeah. Guaranteed to be effective in making you pass out. Not, don't come back to me complaining you couldn't wake up. Okay, that's not my specialty. You have to talk to somebody else for that part. All right, go get yourself a nice espresso martini for the morning. Nighttime, you get the NyQuil and the NyQuil martini. Morning, you get the espresso martini. Low-key, that's a bad idea because I feel like then you're just an alcoholic. Don't become an alcoholic. That's a bad idea. Your liver will not like that. You need your liver. Your liver is important. I'm pretty simple. I use the store brand fexofenadrine and Dristan nasal spray for sinuses to sleep. I don't know what brand nasal spray I got, and I don't know what fexofenadrine is, but I'm pretty sure that's not what I got. I think what I got, because it's reactant, it's like chlorazine hydrochloride or something. I don't know, something like that. I don't remember the name. The other one that I got that doesn't work, it's something with a D. It starts with a D. Whatever the active ingredient is, it starts with a D. And that shit did not work for me. That shit was ass. I use Allegra D, fexofenadine with pseudoephedrine to deal with sinus issues. Works well for me, at least. I haven't tried that one. Maybe I'll try that one. I just don't want to waste more money on stuff that doesn't work. That's the thing I hate about like this kind of thing, like allergy meds, is like the trial and error, because not every one of them works for everybody. And it's like, okay, they're kind of expensive. Even like the off-brand ones are expensive for what they are, right? So it's like you buy like 10 tablets or something, it's like $10. And I'm like, what the hell? And then it was like, okay, well, I hope this works. It doesn't. Now I have 9 tablets that don't work, just sitting there doing nothing. And then I gotta go spend another $10 to try a different one to see if it works. Like the reactant one works okay, but I feel like I could do better. So maybe I'll try the Allegra D. I know we have Allegra here, I think. I've seen it. Hopefully there's an off-brand version that's a bit cheaper though. But that might be the next one I try. I have like a few tablets of the reactant, so I'll probably use that for the next few days. And then maybe I'll try that one and hope for the best. Honestly though, the NyQuil, I still fuck with the NyQuil. NyQuil goes hard. Whatever antihistamine it got, pretty good. It's not bad. Fexofenadine is an antihistamine. Well, I assumed that much. Chloroform or some shit. You guys like chloroform? I think mine has chloroform in it. Yeah, it puts me right to sleep. I don't know. Can you imagine? Yo, hook me up with some of that chloroform. Can't sleep, chloroform. I got you, don't worry. We got the chloroform martini. Put you right to sleep. If the NyQuil martini doesn't work, we'll get you the chloroform martini, okay? Yeah, or you know what, if you prefer a daiquiri, we can whip you up a chloroform daiquiri as well, you know? We're very flexible in that way. You have to find the one that works for you, yeah. And the problem is, I don't remember what one worked well for me in the past, so I'm just kind of like experimenting again. And I'm trying to remember, but I keep getting it wrong. So that's great. Then hopefully though, once I figure out what one works, I'll just buy a bunch of it and toss out all the others so I don't get tricked again. Disclaimer, Callie is neither a doctor nor a pharmacist. I am not either of those things. You should not take medical or pharmaceutical advice from me, and you probably should not take a NyQuil martini from me, but so far the NyQuil martini has not killed anybody. I'm the only one who's tried it. Okay, cut. But it hasn't killed me yet. Therefore, I think it is safe. It's like a mini clinical trial. Cat, you can't be on the keyboard. Oh, she fucked up my thing. Not in any like meaningful way, it just looks weird now. Wait, let me see. Can I fix that? Okay, there we go. I just reloaded it. Cat's always fucking with my shit, I swear to God. You know what else I did this past week or weekend or whatever? I got a new phone! I got a new phone! So now I have my old phone is my phone for VTuber tracking, and I have my other phone that I can see. I can like use it if I need to while I'm streaming, or like I can see if somebody texts me or if I get a phone call or literally anything, which I couldn't do before. So I'm very happy. They had a really good deal on the iPhone 16. Here, let me pull up a picture so you guys can see the color I got. I really wanted the iPhone 16 just because of the color. I'm gonna be honest. Ever since they came out with it, it's like the blue color. This one? Okay. It's like ultramarine or something they call it. It's very blue. Shouldn't be this hard to find like a cute picture of it. Okay, this picture will do. Ignore my snottiness. Sorry, I didn't mean to just snot into the mic. Oh my god. There, so this is like the iPhone I got. Is this iPhone 16 ultramarine? Whoa!
Well, since I recommended it, I'll cover the test. Shouldn't cost $40 since I can get it for about 25 here, but I don't know what pricing is right where you're at.
Wait, like an allergy test? Question mark? What test? Autism test? I don't remember. I know we were talking, me and some people were talking about like allergies and allergy tests and stuff. Oh, the Allergies. Oh, thank you. That's nice. That's very helpful. I guess it depends. I guess it depends how much, like how many tablets you get. I'll probably buy whatever like the smallest one is to start, just in case it doesn't work, then I don't have to like toss out too many. Like the one I bought of Reactin the other day, it literally has 3 tablets in it. Cause I was like, I don't know if this shit gonna work. So I was like, we'll buy 3. And usually you can get them with like 5, so it's like $5 or something. But then if it works, I'll buy like, you know, 20, 30, 40. Hopefully it's only a few more weeks of allergies. Hopefully only a few more weeks of allergies. Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic and blow my nose here. So I'm not gonna make you guys listen to that. I'm sure you guys don't want nose blowing ASMR. I could do that, but I don't think people want that. It'd be so gross. What did I say? Oh yeah, the iPhone. So like the ultramarine iPhone. I've had my eye on it ever since they came out with the iPhone 16, cause I was like, okay. I was like, I could use a second phone anyways, so that I can have like a dedicated VTuber phone for like VTuber tracking and stuff, and then like a second phone for like just like my regular phone, so they can be separate. And like I said, that way I'm not like ruining the battery life and shit on my main phone. And also just like being able to like see notifications and stuff while I'm streaming, I feel like is just like a nice quality of life thing. But, you know, I didn't want to just like get it because it's expensive to upgrade your phone normally. And I usually like to get a bit more storage on my phone. And I think the default right now is like the 128. The last one I got was 256, and I feel like that's a good amount of storage for me. I usually have a lot of like photos and videos and like apps and stuff on my phone, and so 128 usually doesn't quite do it. So I like to go 256. With the iPhone 16, at least in this color, I didn't realize it's either 128 or 512 gigabytes. I didn't know this, but anyways, I was at the mall the other day, and they have a Bell store in the mall, and I have my phone service with Bell, so I like walked in there because I had some time to kill, and I was like, yo, y'all got any like deals on the iPhone 16? Like, how much would it cost me to like upgrade it, blah blah blah. I was like, just give me the rundown out of curiosity. And you would not believe it, they had a deal where the 512 gigabyte iPhone was the same price as the 128 gigabyte iPhone. And if I say do, but like it's like past tense because I ended up doing it, where you like finance it over 2 years and they just add like X amount of dollars on top of your plan each month. It was like 40 Canadian dollars after taxes for that. And I was like, oh, that's not too bad at all. I was like, that's actually a pretty good deal. So anyways, that's what I did. So now I have fancy new iPhone 16, pretty blue color, 512 gigabytes of storage. I can fit so much hentai on this shit. I have so much hentai on this phone, for real. Not really, but like cat photos. And so I'm very happy. And then I also spent some money getting it one of those like fancy cases with like the little magnetic circle on it, and then like a wireless charger, so I can just kind of like set it there and charge it really conveniently. So yeah, I'm kind of like fancy now, kind of like fancy as shit. But my hope is that I can keep this phone for many years to come. And yeah, my other iPhone still in perfect condition. It's like an iPhone 12 that I got a few years back, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not even got a crack on the screen, nothing. So anyways, that one's been retired to becoming just the VTuber phone, and now my other phone is my me phone. Happy. Oh, the hentai slaps phone. This bad boy can fit so much hentai in it. Actually, I'm kind of curious because I like transferred all my photos and apps and everything over to it. I'm kind of curious like how much of the storage is actually taken up currently. Let me see. This is also really nice too, because I am an old person. And by that I mean I don't remember all my passwords for everything. So what I do is I just have like a note on my phone with all my passwords and usernames for everything. And so occasionally I would be like on stream having to log into something that I don't know the password for, and I would have to like close the face tracking app to open my notes app and find my password, so my VTuber model would like freeze. Now I can just look at it on my other phone. I don't have to freeze. Okay, how do I see how much storage is taken up on this phone? iPhone storage, I found it. Yeah, so right off the rip, just from transferring everything that I had on the old phone to this one, it has 170 gigabytes worth of stuff. So yeah, 128 gigabyte iPhone is not for me. Like, I have probably like 10 years worth of photos and videos and whatever the heck on my phone, because every time I get one, I just transfer it over and then I keep adding to it, like taking new photos, adding new whatever onto the phone, etc. So I'm basically a hoarder on my phone. I just sit here and hoard, but it's like Why would I get rid of like all those photos if I don't have to? And I guess it's nice because I would be really screwed if I ever like broke a phone to the point where I couldn't get like the photos and stuff off of it somehow. But I'm very careful with my stuff. I take very good care of my stuff. Like my phone that I've had for a few years, it, like I said, it doesn't even have a single crack on it. And the new one, I got it like a screen protector because it is a fancy phone. It's got a case and a screen protector, and it's very safe. It's very safe. I think one time, my phone before my last phone now, so like my iPhone 8 that I had at one point, which is what I had before I had the iPhone 12. You know what? I'm noticing a pattern. iPhone 8, iPhone 12, iPhone 16, every four iPhones is what I get. Next phone I'm getting is the iPhone 20, I guess. But my iPhone 8, I think that's the one I had. Trying to think how far back. That might have been one that I got when I was like newly an adult. So somewhere around the age of 18 to 20 is when I first got my iPhone 8. And that one did end up with a crack on the screen at one point. But my 12 and obviously my 16, I've had less than a week, so it'd be bad if it got a crack on it already. And I hope that it never does, but it has a pretty protective case and it has a screen protector. So hopefully even if my cat like knocks off my desk or something, nothing bad will happen to it. Hello, miss. Hello, Jello. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you guys are having a good day, good week, good whatever, because I haven't really seen you guys much in a while. Ugh. I have to blow my nose again. Sniffly. It is Jello. Honestly, I gotta say, I like pudding better than Jello. Like, Jello's pretty good. I like a good, like a lemon Jello, or like a strawberry Jello. But as far as like jiggly desserts go, I think I'm more of a pudding person. I don't know why. Maybe it's like the texture and the flavor. It's like creamier. It's quite nice. Big fan of pudding. Have you guys ever had that like lemon meringue flavored pudding cups that they sell? Those are my favorite. They're so tasty. They're yummy. I love lemon flavored desserts. Lemon tarts, lemon meringue. I guess that's like a pie, lemon meringue pie, lemon squares. I remember when I was a kid, my favorite thing is when I'd have a birthday and they'd get cake with like the lemon filling in between like the cake layers. That was my favorite. Lime is my favorite. Oh, that's not too far off from lemon. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense. Like a key lime pie too. I mean, I like a lot of flavors, like blueberry, strawberry, all the fruit flavors pretty much. Can't really go wrong, but something about a lemon flavored dessert go crazy to me. I make a banger lemon curd. Can you make that for me? Can I have, please? Can I have that? I need someone to just come like cook for me and bake for me, and then I don't have to like worry about feeding myself, and then I'll eat like 3 square meals a day instead of like 2 iced coffees and a snack. Ever had a pound cake with lemon frosting on top? No. That sounds really yummy. You know what I did have one time? There was like a cafe in the one city I used to live in, like the downtown area. And one time I went there and they had, I was like a lemon, I don't know if it was like a lemon cheesecake or like a lemon meringue cheesecake. And it was so good. Because I love like lemon flavor, obviously, but I also am a big fan of cheesecake. So they like combine those two things together, and I was like, yo, I've not seen anything like that since. And this was like 5 years back. And I still remember it. So I need someone to find me a lemon cheesecake. And then I will be happy. Or a recipe, but I'm lazy. I don't want to make it. And I don't feel like it'll taste as good. Because I'm lazy. Key lime pie, low-key my favorite. Yeah, I feel like key lime pie is pretty good. Like I said, more of a lemon meringue girly myself, but I can respect the key lime. Like I said, I'd make a banger house husband. You gotta become somebody's house husband. You gotta go meet like some big flashy career woman, like a lawyer or a doctor lady or something, you know, someone who like is like really dedicated to their career, bringing in the big bucks, right? So they can like pay all the bills, and then you can just stay home, do all the cooking, do all the cleaning. She comes home from, she had a tough day at her job, and she comes home, and you can give her a delicious meal, and you can massage her shoulders and cuddle her, you know. You gotta go out there and meet women first, though. That's step one. Go outside, talk to women. Chad, I lost Chad. I think I've lost him. Guys, you gotta hear me out on this though. Go outside where other people are and talk to women. Do you understand, chat? Blink once if you understand. Okay? Just like what woman? 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 What woman? What woman? What woman? I don't know woman. Outside? Oh, I lost one outside. Fuck, okay. So you know, in your place of residence, you know, I don't know if you live in an apartment or a house, you know that there's a door? There's a door, usually at the front of your residence. And sometimes you'll find like packages out there if you order something, right? You know that door? The door where things show up? Well, outside, if you go beyond that door, that's outside. There's all sorts of cool stuff out there, like sunshine and grass and other people. I just listed 3 things that I don't even like. She's saying healthy shit? What? Vegetable. Broccoli. No, unironically, I like broccoli. Broccoli's my favorite vegetable. Like, I don't understand these fuck-ass kids. They're like, ew, I don't want to eat my broccoli, bro. Broccoli good as hell. What do you mean I don't want my broccoli? Bitch, give it to me. I love broccoli. That shit's good. Carrots? Those shit's busted. Are you kidding? What do you mean you don't want any carrots? Give them to me. They don't understand the value of a good vegetable. They don't get it. They don't get it. Honestly, I can fuck with a Brussels sprout too, but they have to be like cooked in a specific way. Like don't give me no like plain ass steamed like Brussels sprout. No, they gotta be like those like crushed baked Brussels sprouts. Also fuck with asparagus. That shit's good. You cook it on like a pan with some like butter and spices and stuff. That shit goes hard. It's very tasty. Can't have beef and broccoli without broccoli. I used to have a banger beef and broccoli recipe, and I used to have it memorized. I used to cook it all the time. It was like one of my favorite go-to, like relatively quick, easy meals, because all I really had to do was, okay, I didn't even have to cut the beef because I used to go, there was like a Walmart like 2 blocks from where I lived, and there was, they sold beef that was like pre-cut into strips, and I would just buy that and then toss it in a bowl in the morning and like marinate it, and then later I would just like cook up the little beef strips and like some broccoli and some rice and like mix it all together with like the other ingredients, sauces, spices, whatever the fuck was in it, and then boom, it was done and it was good. You see that all the time, but that was like years ago. I'm lazy now. I don't eat. That was like peak COVID when I was like, I had a lot of free time. This was like right at the beginning of COVID was when I was like really into my beef and broccoli recipe, because at the time I had just finished school, and because it was COVID I didn't have a job, so I was at home all the time. This was like before I started streaming. Maybe I had started posting on like TikTok, but I definitely wasn't streaming yet. So I had like all the free time. I had all the free time in the world. I wasn't even like a gamer yet. I might have maybe started playing like Genshin Impact around this time. It was like maybe like I had like a Switch, and I sometimes played like Zelda Breath of the Wild or like Animal Crossing New Horizons or something. Like that was this era. But mostly like I wasn't really a gamer yet. I had a lot of free time, and so I just made beef and broccoli like every day. Bacon wrapped asparagus, that sounds good as heck. I've actually never had that or made it. I should though. It's probably really good. I love bacon. Probably it's because it's too expensive. I don't really eat a lot of meat these days, cause like groceries are just expensive as fuck, and I feel like meat especially. So I buy like frozen broccoli, frozen vegetables. Rice is pretty cheap. I buy like oatmeal packets. I really like the apple cinnamon ones. Those are my favorite. I usually buy a big family size box of that and eat it for breakfast for a while. What else? I always buy coffee. Always. That's like the one thing. That's the one thing. Okay, there's 2 things actually. There's 2 things at the grocery store that I will never cheap out on. One, my coffee creamer. I get the good Starbucks coffee creamer because it makes really good iced coffee. And number 2, toilet paper. I'm wiping my ass with no sandpaper 1-ply. No thank you. I mean, I do have like a bidet thing, so I don't really have to use that much toilet paper anyways, but you best believe that shit is 3-ply. We don't fuck with no shitty 1-ply in this household, okay? I'll be like broke as shit. I'm still going for that. I'm still getting that 3-ply. I'm still getting that Starbucks coffee creamer. Everything else, be damned, I'm getting those. The impact on the iPad, true. Cause that was back before I had a PC. All I had was my little MacBook Air. I still have that. It's pretty shitty, but it technically still works. I can't even watch Netflix on it though because it's so old, and I can't get like any of the newer operating systems for Apple on it, and it won't let me like play Discord or play Netflix on it or install Discord. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I'm gonna use it. I have it packed away in my little backpack, and I charge it up and whatnot, because what I'm gonna do is take it with me when I get sexiled each week, if I don't work, so I have something to do, because I can like log into Twitch on there and just like clip some VODs and stuff like that. I don't know if I can video edit on there, because like I said, it's old and pretty shit, but I can at least like get some clipping done, hang out in the local Starbucks, get myself some, you know, like a tasty latte, and like get like, you know, some stuff done. You know, better than nothing. You're an iPad kid? Yeah, kind of. So back in circa 2020, initial COVID era, I didn't have a PC yet. Like I said, I still had my MacBook Air that I mostly used for school, just to type like Word documents and maybe like make some Excel spreadsheets and graphs for my courses. And yeah, I had like a Nintendo Switch and like 2 games on it. And then Genshin Impact came out, and I was like super into anime and like Breath of the Wild. And Genshin Impact was like this anime aesthetic, open world game that I kept seeing all over my Twitter, and I was like, ooh. So I didn't have a PC, and my phone was like an iPhone 8 at the time. So I installed it on my iPad, and for quite a long time I played Genshin Impact on my iPad. I remember playing it when it first came out. Like, I would sit in my iPad at my desk in my room playing Genshin Impact for like 8 hours. Like, I was so obsessed when it came out. I was like doing the story and like running around, like doing all the side quests, doing all the exploration. Like, I was loving it. Oh my god. Blink. Hello. And that was my first introduction to the gacha game genre. And we know how that turned out, don't we, chat? We know it's quite the rabbit hole to go down. I don't even play Genshin anymore. I do have it still installed on my computer, but like, I'm just not invested in it anymore. I haven't played it in probably like a year. I don't play it, but I play HSR and ZZZ and Wuthering Waves. Those are the 3 that I'm like very, very consistent with, but I definitely have other gacha games installed that I play periodically depending on, you know, how much time, energy, motivation, if they have a really hot, sexy character coming out, you know, important things. That's when the financial decline started. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I've ever been in like a really good, I've never been in a particularly good financial position. Cause up until 2020, I was a student. Like, obviously I was a high school student and then a university student for a long time. And so obviously I was on a student budget for many, many years. Didn't have any savings, obviously, coming out of that. And then I came out of school directly into a pandemic. So it's not like the job market was anything. Like, if you didn't already have a job, there was no hope you were getting a job. And if you did have a job, there was a decent chance that you were not gonna have a job anyways. Just that's how things went. So yeah, as you can imagine, I was unemployed for a while there, and yep, just kind of sat at home, getting into video games, getting into gacha games, getting into streaming, and then yeah, it's all been downhill from there. Getting into VTubing. So any money that I did have in the past 5 years just got spent on video games and VTubing and PC upgrades and there's always something to spend your money on when you're a VTuber and a streamer, honestly. I worked at Petco and we only did online orders. It fucking sucked. Yeah, see, I didn't have a job then, but I've heard from like my coworkers, mostly like managers and stuff, because a lot of the other folks haven't been there that long. Like obviously it's retail, there's a lot of like turnover with the part-timers. But yeah, they were talking about, they've been talked about on occasion like what it was like during COVID, and it was basically like online orders, or like if the store was open, they had to like have somebody at the door like counting how many people came into the store and like acting like a bouncer and not letting people in until other people went out and shit like that. And I was like, oh my god, that sounds awful. I'm glad I didn't have like my retail job back then, because I think that would have been a nightmare. Then bouncer, bro, like can you imagine being a bouncer for like a store, like in your case Petco, or like imagine being like a Walmart bouncer. And like imagine Walmart, because like I feel like the kind of people you get into Walmart, obviously a lot of people are like normal, but then you also get like the fucking like crazies, the people on drugs going to Walmart, and they'll probably be like freaking out. They're like, why can't I go into the store? It looks empty, nobody's in there, blah blah blah, I just want to buy like 2 things, blah blah blah. And they're like probably like having like a, you know, crack fueled freak out, and this person's like, I'm just trying to do my job and follow the legal requirements, ma'am. Walmart just had their security do it. Oh wait, Walmart has security? Why did I not know that? Do all Walmarts have their own security? Like in Canada too? I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because like obviously Walmart is like very large and they have a lot of employees, but maybe I've just like never seen a security person. Or maybe what they might be, because I worked at a store that did this before, like a retail store many years ago, where they had like a security guy, but he wasn't dressed like a security guy. He was just like dressed in plain clothes, and like he would like sometimes watch like the cameras, and then sometimes just like kind of like pretend to be a customer in the store, and like if somebody was being like weird, like kind of like follow them around a little bit type of shit. So maybe it's like that. I have no idea. They have security at Walmart. I don't think the 65+-year-old door greeter counts. Oh my god, can you imagine? Yeah, no, that'd be, can you imagine? That would be funny. So he tries to like walk out with a cart of groceries, and like the 65-year-old partly retired guy just like tackles him to the ground. That'd be hilarious. I would love to see that. 2 of them would be at the doors and 3 other would take shifts. Oh, interesting.
Imagine dragons. Now imagine 2 dragons.
Imagine dragons. Oh, I'm imagining them. They're very majestic, very dragony. Wow. I want bread. Then go get some bread. They be selling that shit everywhere. It's very easy to find. I want a Borgor. I don't have a Borgor. You know what I should get? No, I don't think this would work very well. Okay, but I was thinking I should get like the either like frozen or, yeah, probably frozen, like hamburgers from the grocery store that you can like cook up. But I don't have a barbecue, which is why I've never bought them, because I feel like, how else do you cook them? Like, do I cook them on like a pan on the stove? Would they turn out well if I did that? I don't feel like they would, or like as good. I feel like a barbecued burger hits way different. I don't know. I don't think I've ever eaten a hamburger that was like pan fried. But like I don't know, sometimes I just be craving like a burger, And like, you know, I could buy like, I could keep some frozen hamburgers in my freezer, and then like some burger buns on hand. And then I always have cheese, so I can always have a cheeseburger. And then like, even if I don't have a lot of other like toppings and stuff, like I'd always just like put like some sauce on it, like either some barbecue sauce or some ketchup, mustard, whatever. Because I don't necessarily always have like lettuce and stuff. And I'm a tomato hater, and I don't usually put pickles on my burger. I'll eat the pickle on the side, but I don't know, I just don't want it on my burger. I like ordering when I go to places that have like good burgers. I like when they have the ones where they have like basically like onion rings on them. Like they have like crispy onions on them or something. Those ones are always really yummy. But always cheeseburger. I always have to have cheeseburger. If no cheese, no burger. Always gotta have cheese. What do you mean pan fried? You mean like on a flat top grill? I don't have anything that's got like grill. Like I only have flat pan. I have a flat pan. I guess you can buy like the pans that have like the little like raised lines in them, so it's more like you get like those nice grill lines sort of, even if you're like cooking on a stovetop. I don't have that though. I have a flat pan. I have a very large flat pan, and then I have a smaller flat pan. That's it, okay? That's it. And that's plenty for what I've needed, because I'm just cooking like, I don't know, simple stuff. I don't know, what do I even cook? Eggs. Mostly those pans get used for eggs. A lot of other stuff either goes in the oven or is just like microwaved or in like a pot. I don't do a ton of cooking. You can just use a pan, smash it thin, cook it fast. Okay, I mean that works too. I kind of like when it's thick though. I like a thick burger. You cooking pancakes? Oh yeah, pancakes! That's what I use too. Oh, I also have like actually I don't usually cook pancakes on the pan. I have one of those like plug-in little griddles for cooking pancakes because it's much better for cooking pancakes, I find. But like technically I could make pancakes on the regular pans on the oven. But I like the little griddle thing for that. It works really well because you can make like several small pancakes really easily side by side at the same time. Whereas I feel like the round pan is just like, doesn't really work well unless you want to make like one big pancake. Which sometimes I'm totally down to have one big pancake, but sometimes I want like several smaller pancakes. You know what I mean? Or like what I've done before is take like bacon strips and make like a strip pancake with like a strip of bacon inside of it. Have you guys ever done that? That shit's bussin'. It's a bit more work though than just making a regular pancake. Pan, oil, small ball of hamburger, flattened burger, very thin. I see. Oh, and then you use multiple ones? Oh, see, but I was just thinking of getting like frozen burger patties because I'm lazy. So then they would come in like a predetermined thickness. But I suppose it wouldn't be that much extra effort to just get like some ground beef and a couple other things and like smush it together in a bowl. I've made like hamburger patties from scratch before. I just gotta like look up a good little recipe for it of like which spices, and I remember adding like breadcrumbs and egg and maybe like onions or something. Probably a few different ways you could do it. I feel like it would be better if I did it that way. It would probably taste better. And then I could make the smushed ones. And then that sounds very tasty. Maybe if I go to the grocery store again later this week. I don't know. It's hot out. I already went to the grocery store once. I'll try to remember that though. I do work on the weekends, so I might be able to pick up a couple ingredients after work one day potentially, and I can make burgers. And maybe if I make enough, I can share. I can share with the weird cat girl roommate. Since I'm nice, a nice sibling. Sometimes I share food. Not always, but sometimes. I don't know, I just been like really into burgers lately. But like I never make them at home. The only time I get a burger is if I like order it off DoorDash from somewhere, or like if I go out to eat somewhere and like order a burger. I can't remember the last time I like had one at home. But yeah, maybe I could make smash burgers. That sounds tasty. They take less than 1 minute to cook per patty. That's like super fast. And that's because you make the pan really hot and you smush them quite thin. Okay, interesting. I like that. I like that. That sounds very convenient because I think my biggest issue with cooking is just like spending like a really long time doing it. And then like I eat the thing that I cooked in like 2 minutes. I'm like, wow, I just spent an hour on this just to like inhale it. I don't know, I always find like cooking anticlimactic. I'm like, oh, okay, it's gone now. That's sad. I wasted all that time. That's why I like stuff that's like quick, or like chicken nuggets where I can just like toss them in the oven. Not a lot of hands-on time basically. So I can like still do stuff while they're cooking without having to spend like a lot of actual like prep time in the kitchen. Jack in the Box, my beloved. Yeah, we don't have Jack in the Box. I've never had Jack in the Box. Is that like everywhere in the States? Or is that in like certain areas? If I find myself in the States again sometimes, I might try that if I'm near one. I also haven't had Five Guys. That's another one. I know I've been told it's not even that good and it's like overpriced, but like I'd still try it, you know? What I have near me is like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, like all the really big chain burger places. And of those, my favorite is Wendy's. Like if I want a fast food burger, I'll get Wendy's and get like a Baconator, or like the little Baconator. The one that's like a Baconator but not like as big. And then I like their baked potatoes too, so I'll usually get like a baked potato with it. I don't really fuck with McDonald's burgers. I just like their chicken nuggies or like their chicken wraps. And they do good like coffees. They have like good like iced coffee and lattes and stuff. Like their McCafe stuff is pretty good sometimes. Occasionally it's a miss, but usually they do well. Ma'am, this is indeed a Wendy's. Yeah. I say that at my job sometimes to my coworkers. I work in retail, right? I don't work in like a Wendy's. I don't work in like a fast food. But sometimes like after like a weird customer leaves or something, I'll just say like, sir, this is a Wendy's drive-through. Like kind of like I just work here. I just work here, ma'am. Can either use a pot to smash them flat or get a patty press. Oh, I feel like getting a whole patty press for that seems unnecessary. I'll probably just use like the bottom of a pot, and I usually have like parchment paper, so I feel like I could use that so it doesn't like stick to the bottom of the pot when I'm doing it. Just smash it between like some parchment paper for convenience. I only eat nuggets when I'm binge drinking. Same. That's why I eat nuggets every day. I'm joking. I'm joking. I actually haven't had anything to drink in a long time. I think I had like a single twisted tea maybe like a month ago. I was like, twee. But I haven't really like had like several drinks in like many months. I just haven't felt the need. Maybe one day I should just get like a bottle of wine. Just hang out, have a bottle of wine with you guys. You guys want to have a wine night? You guys want to have a girls' night? Chat, can we have a girls' night? She said to the chat, who's like 99.99% not girls. I still think, guys, we could have a girls' night. We could all drink wine, and like we could do face masks, and we could talk about relationships and whatever else people do at girls' nights. The hydrate redeem. I hate it here. You paying for a transgender transplant? What? I guess, yeah, everybody can go get some top surgery. I'll pay for y'all titties. Have fun. I'm kidding, I'm poor. I can't afford that, sorry. I hope you have insurance coverage. Nah, girls' night is for anybody. Girls' night is like a frame of mind. It's a frame of mind. You just gotta bring wine, or like wine coolers, or like something like traditionally a girly type of drink. Like, you know, like a mixed drink, a daiquiri, a strawberry daiquiri, pina coladas would work, you know, anything like that. Anything like that. No beer at the girls' night. Pretty much anything that's not beer is allowed at the girls' night. Okay, martinis, go crazy. Shots, go crazy. Tequila shots are for the girls. For the girls. No beer! No beer at the girls' night. Beer is yucky. I don't drink, so I'll keep y'all responsible. You'll give us water and snackies. Yay. We should get him because Nick's be talking about having a cat boy milking farm. I wish I could say that I was surprised. However, I cannot say that I am surprised. Hi Callie, how bad are the allergy sniffles? I don't feel like it's that bad. I've had to mute my mic a couple times to like give my nose a good blow. And I feel like I definitely sound like stuffy and congested. And I like feel stuffy and congested. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It could be worse. It was worse the other day. It could be worse. It could be worse. Does rum count for the girls' night? Yeah, rum is good. Rum is good. Any like spirit, like anything that's not beer, I will allow at the girls' night. We just don't allow beer at the girls' night. Sorry. You can have twisted teas. You can have mixed drinks, blended drinks, wine. Pretty much anything but beer. No beer at the girls' night. No beer at the girls' night. What a terrible day to have eyes. That's what I'm saying. What a terrible day to have eyes. Hi, Papa! Papa Smooth. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Papa? I know I've been bothering you lately for a bunch of stuff. Hee. Why not beer at the girls' night? Beer is not for the girlies. I know some girls do drink beer, but like I feel like traditionally it's not a girl's drink. And also I don't like it. I think it's gross, so I'm banning it. So you can have literally anything else. Literally anything else. You can have a nice mixed drink, a nice screwdriver, a little orange juice, a little vodka. Very tasty, very simple, can't go wrong. You want mimosas? We can have like brunch and mimosas. You know, anything you want, as long as it's not beer. That's the one requirement. Okay? I got one rule at the girls' night. And it's not that you have to be a girl. So you can't drink beer. Bother away, I love it. See, I have the best papa. He doesn't mind when I bother him all the time. Beer is horse piss? I agree. I've tried several different beers. Cause like, a lot of people drink beer, and I'm like, you know, maybe I can convince myself to like it. I can like fit in, be like, enjoy a beer. And I remember when I was in university, a lot of my like guy friends and even some of my girlfriends, they would like drink like craft beers, like local craft beers all the time. They'd be like, oh my god, my IPA or whatever the fuck, I don't know. And so I like trying to get into, they always tasted bad. I like, okay, like cheap beer tasted like watered down piss. The craft beers just tasted like really strong, like dehydrated piss. Like I just could not get on board with any type of beer. Like just none of them seemed like something I could even like condition myself to like. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I don't need to like beer. I was like, I'll drink literally anything else. Literally anything else, just not beer. Like literally one time, I was at a bar one time and I went up to order a drink. I think this particular night I was on my vodka cran kick. I was really feeling the vodka crayons this evening. So like cranberry juice and vodka. So that's what I was ordering when I went to the bars. And I went up to the bar to order another vodka cran like one does. And when I went up to the bartender was like, yo, I just accidentally made this double vodka water. Do you want it for free? And I was like half drunk already, and I was like, shit, 2 free shots worth of vodka? Shit, hook me up. I was like, who the fuck drinking vodka water though? What the hell? Even that was better than any beer that I ever tried. Like it just watered down vodka that I got for free. And I still liked the taste of that better than any beer that I tried. And this was like cheap watered down vodka, which it did not taste good. I am not saying it tasted good because it didn't, but it was still better than any beer that I had tried. And it was free. I would never drink that if I was paying for it. Cause like I want something tasty. Like I was a big fan of like whiskey sours or screwdrivers or like vodka crayons, you know, stuff like that. Mixed drinks that are like, you know, with a juice or something. So it's like sweet. But you know, for free, I'll drink the watered down vodka. Fuck it, we ball. I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day. Was it a coworker or was it my sister? I don't know. I was talking to somebody one day and the topic of pina coladas came up, and I want to just like have a day or a night. Day would be nice. Like during the day when the sun's out, but like I'm in my air conditioning. Just like drinking some pina coladas when the sun's out. That sounds like a good time. Y'all wanna day drink one day? Have some pina coladas with me one time in the summer? That sounds like it'd be fun. Dehydrated piss. Yeah, it's like it's got more flavor to it, but the flavor is still bad. Is kind of what I was getting at. It doesn't literally taste like piss, because I've never tried. I've never tasted piss, but it's like what I imagine piss might taste like, if I had to imagine. Do you like pina colada and getting caught in the rain? I love that song. It's the best song when you're drinking pina coladas. I love that song at karaoke too. Like anytime I do a karaoke night with friends, I always gotta bring that song out, because then I can just yell it. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, you know, like it's just like a drinking song. Might have to blow my nose again. Shrek. What's this about Shrek? I actually was saying probably like yesterday, maybe the day before. I was talking to who was I talking to about Shrek, or like the topic of Shrek came up, and I was like, I should rewatch the Shrek movies. Aren't they coming out with a new Shrek movie? And they like changed the entire like aesthetic of Shrek, and he looks really weird. And but like the old Shrek movies, like the OG Shrek movies, like every single one of those was a banger. I think my favorite one though, I don't know which one it is, but it's one with the fairy godmother and that scene where she's like in the sparkly red dress singing on the piano like I need a hero, and that whole like cutscene. That's like the best scene in any movie ever. And I think that's my favorite Shrek movie. Shrek 2! Yeah, Shrek 2. I need a hero! And then there's like a giant gingerbread man and all this like serious, intense, like, I don't know, breaking and entering going on. And she's just like absolutely belting out the best cover of any song I've ever heard. Like, genuinely might be one of the only covers of a song ever to be better than the original. Like, genuinely best cover of a song ever. I need a hero. Dude, can I listen to that right now? I think if I listened to it on Spotify, it would be chill. I need a hero. Fairy godmother. Because it won't save to the VOD if I listen to it here. No, maybe Shrek. Maybe if I search Shrek 2. Like Shrek 2 soundtrack. Shrek 2 soundtrack. Okay. No, this is like the original. No, that's not what I want. I want the cover. Oh my god, bro. Shrek 2. Spotify hates me. Jennifer Saunders. Okay. Yeah, she killed that shit. What the heck? Where did it go? I just saw it and then it disappeared. Okay. Where is it? I found it, but like, kind of. I might be blind. Is it? This has a bunch of songs from Shrek the Third. Spotify, why do you hate me? No! Wait. Maybe. I found it, but it like won't play it. I wanted to listen to it on Spotify because it won't save to like the VOD. Because if I watch it on YouTube, it's gonna be the VOD, and then it's gonna like mute that part of the VOD, and it's a whole thing. It's like copyright music, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I know, I am aware. God, But Spotify doesn't like me for this, so... Might just do YouTube. Jennifer Saunders. I need a hero.
C minor, put it in C minor. Where have all the good men gone and where are all the gods?
That's the good shit right there.
Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need.
Yeah, it kicks up!
I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight.
Like, she killed this.
I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. He's gotta be sure and he's gotta be soon and he's gotta be larger than life, larger than life.
I want to rewatch this movie so bad. Like, they put their whole Shrek pussy into this one song.
My wildest fantasy, somewhere just beyond my reach, is someone reaching back for me, racing on the thunder and rising with the heat. It's gonna take a Superman to sweep me off my feet.
Ooh! Yeah, this part goes so hard.
Splits the sea. I can swear there's someone somewhere watching me. Through the wind and the chill and the rain and the storm and the flood, I can feel his approach like a fire in my blood.
Like, the background singers and shit too, like... I might listen to this on repeat, like, after stream. Hero!
I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. And he's gotta be sure and he's gotta be soon and he's gotta be larger than life.
Like, this shit's so good! It's the best song in any movie ever. Anyways, that's pretty much the end. Discord movie night, honestly, maybe we should, like, one day this week. Because I don't think I'll be streaming much, just because I'm, like, sick. So, it's probably for the best that I don't stream too much. Plus, I don't, like, sound super good. So, it's probably better if I just, like, watch movies with you guys in Discord. Can't be tomorrow night, I don't think, because tomorrow night's, like, the night I get kicked out. Can't be Thursday, but maybe, like, Friday. I think I work, like, Saturday afternoon, so we could do, like, Friday night, watch, like, maybe, like, 1 or 2 of the Shrek movies. They're like, what, an hour and a half each? We can watch, like, 2 in one night, right? Be fun. But yeah, I don't know. I want to rewatch the Shrek movies. They're so good. I feel like a lot of those like old Pixar movies are so good. I actually really want to watch Mulan one time. That's like probably, I don't know, might be my favorite Disney movie ever. I just like really fuck with Mulan. That shit goes hard. I want to rewatch that one time, but I don't know where you rewatch that. I have to see if it's on like Netflix or something. I always wonder, is this lady realize just how much she would change people's perception of this song when she was in the booth? Like, she actually cooked so hard with that cover. Because the original song does not hit that hard at all. Like, she cooked. She went into that recording booth and cooked harder than anybody has ever cooked in their entire life. I swear. Meanwhile, some handsome man rushing to crash the party on a horse. Dude, like the whole scene, that entire time that song is playing is just like a masterpiece. Like genuinely, like it's like that meme, absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Like they just not making shit like this anymore. They just don't make it like that anymore. Shrek watch along, yeah. I love Shrek. That's like one of the best movies out there. I also really like the How to Train Your Dragon movies that Pixar made. And then I know they have like a live action coming out. I don't know how that's gonna be, but like the animated ones, those ones go so hard. Every time they came out, I went and watched them in theaters because like I just loved them. I was like a whole adult like in the theater by myself just to watch those movies. But like yeah, Shrek is really good. How to Train Your Dragon movies are really good. What else? I do like the Frozen movies. As far as like newer Disney, not like super old school Disney, I feel like Let It Go, or not Let It Go, Frozen, not Let It Go is the song. Good song though. Frozen, I like the Frozen movies. I feel like anything newer than that, I don't think there's a ton of like new Disney stuff that I'm like really into. I feel like they've done a lot of remakes and a lot of like live action stuff in the last however many years, and I just like don't care for it, to be honest. I hate that I want to go see the live action How to Train Your Dragon, but I want to go see it. I might. Like, I just like How to Train Your Dragon a lot, so I don't know. I might just to see. I haven't seen the trailer, but I feel like I've seen some stuff about it. I don't know. I'd give it a try. I haven't watched a lot of the live action stuff that Disney's done, but like I'd watch that one. I'd give that one a chance. The giant gingerbread cookie attacking the gates and melting away always gets me. Dude, they just made this giant gingerbread cookie just for him to like sacrifice himself and die. Like, is that really the best idea they could come up with, is just make like a giant gingerbread man? I mean, fair enough, I guess. It did work. It did accomplish what it meant to accomplish. But like, how much do you think, like money-wise, those ingredients cost to make that? Like, surely there had to be a more cost-effective method, right? Like, ingredients ain't cheap. Like flour, sugar, eggs, like all that other stuff. And then how did they have an oven big enough to make a cookie that size? Like, it's gotta be like a really big oven. You don't just be finding ovens that size anywhere. That's like some industrial, it's like an industrial oven. Like what? Could go tomorrow since you're kicked out tomorrow. Yeah, I'll just see if I can afford to go see a movie tomorrow. I'm kind of broke until I get paid on Friday. I spent all my money on drugs and groceries. Allergy meds being the drugs, by the way. Not like actual drugs. In case that wasn't obvious. I mean, I'm a VTuber and I don't go outside, so it's probably pretty obvious that I'm not doing like drugs, but like, you never know. You never know. Some questions you might not want the answer to. True. The baker was a silent hero, bro. Like, he just donated all those baking ingredients. And, like, did they even pay for it? Like, did he just like eat the cost? Like, I need some details here. I need more details. Dude, my nose, okay, not like the inside of my nose, but like the outside of my nose. You know when you're like blowing your nose a lot and it gets really dry? That's where I'm at now. Like the outside of my nose, like the bottom of my nose is so dry from blowing my nose all the time. And I got the good tissues with the lotion in them and everything, and it's still doing that. Cause I be blowing my nose all the time. They blow my nose non-stop, it feels like. I hate that so much. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just so annoying, and I've been like trying to like moisturize it, and I have like Vaseline that I put on it so that it like tries to keep some moisture in, but it's like I'll put the Vaseline on like the bottom of my nose, and then like 5 minutes later I have to blow my nose anyways. So then the Vaseline gets wiped off, and it's like, oh my god. So like I'm all sneezy and sniffly, and now my nose is all dry, and the skin is like peeling off, and it's all red, and it's like, oh, can I catch a break? Why am I allergic to the outdoors? And I'm not even outside. Why am I suffering so much? I'm inside, my window's closed, my air conditioning is on. I showered after I came home from outside to wash off all the allergens. And they still cling. They still cling. All that baking was for some royal pussy, if you think about it. Yeah. Pretty much. Honestly, like the premise of Shrek is pretty funny if you think about it. It's like there's this, it's like kind of like the opposite of like a traditional fairy tale, which I assume is what they were going for. But it's like you've got like the princess trapped in like the tower, and she like ends up falling in love with like the big scary ogre, and then like the Prince Charming just gets like screwed over, and it's like really funny. It's like a really good take on like a lot of like classic sort of like fairy tale stuff, and I like it. I think it's really well done. It's really good. Like, I don't know, everything about it is good. Like, the premise is good, the soundtrack is good, the voice acting is good, the animation is good. Like, everything about it is good. Like, I feel like around the time when Shrek and like the sequels came out, like whatever era of like animated movies that was, I feel like that was peak. That was peak. And then I don't think they've been doing it the same since then. Like, that was probably the same era where like The Incredibles came out, and like How to Train Your Dragon, and like Frozen, and like those things. And then they just haven't been doing it the same ever since. Early 2000s was crazy. Yeah, I feel like in terms of like animated movie content, like the early to mid 2000s was like peak. But yeah, I don't know if they like ran out of ideas or what since then, but it just hasn't been the same. And I don't think that's just like my nostalgia speaking. And I'm not like the most like critical of movies or anything either. Like, I am like very easy to please when it comes to like media content, like movies, TV shows, whatever. Like, I don't usually think too deeply about them. I'm not like super critical of them. Like, if it's like pleasant to watch, like I'm pretty happy. But so you know, for me to think it's not good, it's like bad. If you haven't seen Shrek 4's trailer, you should keep it that way. You'll want to remove your eyes if you watch it. I don't think I've seen like the actual trailer, I think I saw like maybe like a clip on Twitter or like a screenshot on Twitter, and it's like Shrek's daughter that's like a teenager or something, and I'm like, oh god, bless their hearts, because they have like 3 little ogre children, so they're gonna have like 3 ogre teenagers, and like regular teenagers are bad enough. I don't even want to think about what an ogre teenager is like, let alone 3 of them. I'll stand by this. I think Disney started strong with live action Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast and shit the bed after that. True, because I remember watching those and I thought they were pretty well done. And like, I really liked them. But then I don't remember really watching or any of the other live actions really after that. Yeah. I was gonna say something that I forgot. Oh, yeah, I remember. So, because I was talking about like teenagers. Guys, I was not that bad as a teenager. Like, I was a pretty tame teenager. Like, I didn't have like a super rebellious phase. I wasn't like, I was like a little bit cringe. I feel like if you're a teenager, you're just like inherently cringe. But I don't feel like I was like overly cringe. Like I was a normal amount of cringe for a teenager. Like I was an average level of teenager cringe. And like I wasn't like super rude to my parents all the time. Like there was times where I was like sassy with my parents, and I think like once or twice I like slammed a door and then they like yelled at me, and then I didn't slam my door again because I didn't want to get in trouble. But like I didn't do anything like crazy, you know. I wasn't out like sneaking around with boys in the middle of the night or something. Is that a thing people actually do? Like they sneak out in the middle of the night to go like see like their boyfriend or their girlfriend or something? Like maybe it's because I just didn't really have, like I didn't really date in high school or like ever. But like I didn't do that. Maybe if you actually like date in high school, maybe you're more likely to do that. I had like one boyfriend for like 1 month when I was like in 9th grade. And that was basically my dating experience for high school. So like I did occasionally like go to like house parties that people had and partake in some beverages or something like that, but like that was basically the extent of my teenage activities. Like I wasn't sneaking out with boys, I wasn't having sex. I'm a VTuber, so I'm still not having sex. I'm kidding. I've done the sex, guys, trust. I was probably the most boring person in high school, so I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. Were any of you guys like rebellious, or were you guys like, I don't know, how you are now, like gamers? Like staying inside playing video games type of shit? Because I wasn't like a gamer until like my 20s. I didn't get into gaming until COVID, and by then I was like already well into my 20s. Like probably my mid-20s. Like graduated university and then got into video games. Prior to that I was like into anime, and then it was kind of like anime that kind of ended up leading me into video games, I think. Yeah, because it was like Genshin, and I got really into, like, I had my Switch 2, and was really into Breath of the Wild. So like Genshin with their like Breath of the Wild gameplay and their like anime aesthetic, that's where it all really started, and that's where it went downhill. But yeah, prior to that, like in high school, like I don't know what I was into. Normal stuff, I guess. I was really into sports when I was younger, actually. I was very like athletic as a kid and as a teenager, which is funny because like I'm not athletic now. And maybe I could be if I tried to I I like stay inside and I play my little video games and I on my little pewter talking to my pewter friends. And then back then I did all like these different sports and whatever else. Late blooming nerd. Yeah, I'm like the opposite of like the nerd who becomes like hot. Cause I feel like in terms of my physical appearance, I probably peaked in high school. Cause I was like very like physically fit and like cared a lot about my appearance. So I like well, I mean, I still take really good care of my hair and stuff, but like I wore like makeup all the time. So I always looked like really good and I was like really physically fit and blah, 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 and cared about like my appearance. And now I like don't. Not to that extent. Like I care like to the extent where I have like a skincare routine and I take good care of like my skin and my hair, but I don't really wear makeup and I'm not like super like physically active and I don't really care. Like I dress more for comfort than like aesthetics. So and then I became like this like little shut-in like video game enjoyer, VTuber, anime watcher, whatever. I've always been into gaming. Just recently I have been going out after class and drinking. Oh, look at you, guy with a social life over here. Okay, okay, you think you're better than us, Mr. Guy with a social life? I played StarCraft in the computer lab, but I was a starter player in my school's fencing team. Interesting. See, my high school is pretty small, so we didn't have like a fencing team. We didn't have a football team. Like the only sports teams we really had were like, I think we had like a basketball team. We had like volleyball teams. We had a powerlifting team. Yeah, it was a small school. We didn't have a lot of teams. There might have been, I think maybe they had a golf team at some point. No, maybe that was my university. Was there a soccer team? I don't know if there's a soccer team. Yeah, there was not a lot of sports teams because there like wasn't. It was a small school, so there's probably just not a lot of funding for like a lot of different sports, and then there's not enough students to fill like certain teams. I feel like soccer probably no, because you need like a somewhat larger team. Yeah. Where is Kyle? Where is the mini dragon? That's a good question. Where is Kyle? We can probably find him and put him in here. I changed my stuff around a little bit, so he's probably just got moved somewhere. There's Kyle. Okay, where do we want to put him? We can put him over here, maybe? Yeah, he can sit there and judge your messages. He's gonna see all your messages, so don't say anything you don't want Kyle to see. He will judge you. And he's a baby, so don't say anything that will... Don't teach him bad words, guys. Don't teach him bad words. Shouldn't you be mpregging somebody right now? Shouldn't you be getting called... No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Don't you have like e-kittens to talk to? No, you don't have e-kittens. Can't even get e-kittens. Shake my head. Kyle, do you agree Callie is smelly? He does not agree. He does not agree because I'm not smelly. I'm not smelly. Die. Hey, I'm just saying, you're the one who was like playing ranked league, grinding ranked league saying, oh, you know, my future girl, she's in Emerald, and then you get to Emerald, and what do? Stop playing. I was like, how are you gonna meet her? If she's in Emerald, now you're in Emerald. Now you play and you meet her. Shake my head. This is why you're alone. And you could say, you know, Callie, you're alone too, but at least I don't play League. I'm alone, but at least I don't also play League. It could be worse. Okay? I could be single and play League of Legends. Alright? But I have some standards. They're not much, but it's honest work. You know, I have that much at least. I have that much. Okay? I could have a man's if I wanted to. Probably. I just don't go out of my way to meet men. Or people in general, really. But like, I could pull men. Trust me, chat. I'm very, very good looking. IRL. That's real and true information. I would never lie to you. I am but a stranger on the internet. I am an anime girl on the internet. And everybody knows that we don't lie. Nobody on the internet lies. I'm very hot, sexy woman. IRL. Very, very beautiful, hot, attractive woman.
Carly, you might want to call.
Shut up. Alright, well, maybe I'm not that good looking, but I have big titties. And that is true. And I can always fall back on that. There's lots of men out there who like big titties. And I can just distract them with my big titties. And make them fall in love with me and give me all their worldly possessions. And then they'll mysteriously disappear. After putting me in their well. What? Anyways. She's got a point. I'm saying. There is a lot of guys who like big titties. There's also some guys that are just small titty enjoyers, you know? And I'm not the one for them. That's okay. But I'm sure I can find someone. Ideally over the age of 90 with a fat bank account and no living relatives and no friends. Just, you know, as a thought.
Hi, hello, Kalika9 Kuru Kuru.
I would love for them to make Big Herda do Kuru Kuru. Cause you know how little Herda goes like Kuru Kuru and she like spins Kuru Kuru. I want Big Herda Kuru Kuru. Big Herda Kuru 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 Kuru. Be really funny. Thank you for the sub. Welcome back for 21 months. Welcome back. Anyways, I'm just hanging out, dying of allergies. That's pretty much the vibe today. And I can't really play a game without stream wanting to poop itself right now, so we're just here yapping. You know what I want to play, low-key? One day? Valorant. I opened the game the other day and there was a really cute banner in the shop. So I spent $4 on Valorant the other day. They had like the new Valorant Go stuff, and there was a cute ISO banner in like the Valorant Go style. So I spent $4.
What do you call cheese that works out a lot? Shredded.
What the fuck? hate that. That's like a fucking dad joke. Get your stupid fucking dad jokes out of here. Come on. None of you guys, no, you can't use dad jokes because you're not a dad. None of you guys get bitches. That's why you can't be a dad. Because you have to get somebody pregnant to be a dad, which means you have to find a woman to have sex with you. No dad jokes. Dad jokes transcend fatherhood. No. Banned. Dad jokes bannable offense. Valorant is nice, hard to pick back up because of the new characters and shit. Not necessarily, because it takes a while to unlock like new characters, and like playing against them, you'll kind of learn what they do anyways. Like I find there's a few agents that I haven't really like played myself because I haven't played much Valorant in a while, but I still have like a vague sense of like what they can do. And I mean, I'm not playing like competitive games, so it doesn't really matter anyways. Like I'll just queue up a Swift play and run it down mid. But I have like hundreds of dollars of skins on my Valorant account. So like once in a while I come back and I play and I look at my beautiful skins, my beautiful expensive skins. And it makes me happy. Maybe after stream I'll play some Valorant. Just see if anyone wants to play Valorant with me. I feel like the problem is that nobody I know plays Valorant anymore. Like maybe like 3 friends max play Valorant. It's like the kind of game where like I don't really want to play it much by myself. Like I might play a couple Swift plays by myself if I like really want to, but like I'm gonna have a lot more fun if I play with like at least one other friend. League of Legends, for the low price of $500, I'll do a League stream. Take it or leave it. I don't play anything Riot is involved with. That's crazy, but valid. Honestly though, like Riot's games, like the games themselves are actually like really well done. Like genuinely they make really good games. And they make really good shows. Well, singular. Like Arcane is super good. But like just the kind of games that they make are like the kind of games where you get like toxic communities. Like FPS, PvP, or like what kind of game is League? What's that kind of game called? I can't think of the name. But like those types of games just like breed toxicity. Like any PvP game really breeds toxicity because people just get like butthurt when they lose or somebody outplays them. They're like, oh my god, you're smurfing, and it's like, no, you're just bronze and you're bad at the game. Sorry. MOBA, yeah, MOBA. I couldn't think of it for some reason. But yeah, like those styles of games, I feel like just breed toxicity. They're so bad. And like it's not Riot's fault, because that's the same in like those other games. Like other FPS games have that too. And like other MOBAs have that too. But they just happen to make those kinds of games. They ruined Victor in League because of Arcane. They ruined his model to make him some twiggy little shit to match Arcane. They actually changed like his base model based on Arcane. I thought they would have made like a skin. Because isn't that what they did for like a lot of the elite characters that are in Arcane? They made like an Arcane skin for them, is what I understood. But they just like changed him entirely. I wonder why they did that. That's an interesting move. It's honestly just community's fault. Yeah. I mean, it's just like the nature of people. Like people get competitive, even if they're not in like a competitive game mode. The fact that it's PvP, like people just get like weird and aggressive and toxic and mean. Like you don't have to do that. Like you can just stay in your lane, focus on the game, play with some friends, have some fun, You know, don't take it so seriously. But like, I think because it's like so normalized within those kinds of communities to be like toxic and like have like a bad mental and like, you know, call people bad words and blah blah blah, like it just like keeps happening. Everyone's like so negative. I'm like, dude, it's not that serious. It's a video game. It's a video game. You just log off. Just turn the computer off. Just step outside and breathe some fresh air. You'll be okay. Your life will go on. Especially people who get like raging, they're like hard stuck silver and they're like calling people like slurs. I'm like, bro, relax. You're not like going pro. You're in no danger of like getting into esports for this game. So like, why does it matter? You're like literally in the trenches of this game. You're literally in shitlow, like most of us are. Like, relax, buddy, relax. Like, they out here thinking they're like faker, like thinking they're the next tens and they're like hard stuck silver or something, and they're like, it's my teammates' fault, it's my teammates' fault. Sure. Sure it is. Yeah. Cope. Get on the point! Wrong game, I think. Wrong game. But yeah, literally any like PvP game is just like that. Like there's always some level of toxicity. And Riot just makes like PvP games. So therefore toxic communities. But I'm sure they don't care because they make bank off their games. You know, they sell expensive ass skins and people buy those expensive ass skins. Overpriced ass skins. I can't say anything because I've bought some overpriced skins too. In Valorant. Not in League. I actually, okay. You remember when Prime Gaming on Twitch had like, they had Twitch, I don't know, things for League every month? There was like a Prime Gaming thing for League every month. And you would get like some of the premium currency. And I remember just like collecting that, even though I didn't play League, I just kept collecting that. And then when I actually did play League once or twice, I had like so much, I got like a couple skins just from like 2 years of doing that. And they don't do that anymore. And I'm like, I want my free pretty League skins. Even though I play it like once every 2 years, but like, that's not the point. I want my free shit, okay? It's mainly esport problems since you don't have to face consequences of your actions. Most IRL sports' biggest issue is audience. Maybe? I don't know. Aren't there, they do like punish people like in esports for unsportsmanlike behavior. So like typically in actual esports games, like at like the pro levels, people are being like shitty. Like people aren't calling their teammates slurs. But then my headset just jump scared me by telling me it has a low battery. When you go into like your silver matches in your ranked games and you're getting called like every slur in the book because you spoke into the mic and you're a woman. But like your teammates at pro level are probably not doing that to you. They're probably not calling you slurs because it's in, you know, your teammates' benefit to like work with you. But like your ranked teammates, they're just like random people and they're sometimes very awful people who apparently have nothing better to do than get mad because they're silver. I put a vid in Discord showing how Riot ruined Victor match. Okay, noted. I'll like check that out. I usually like check out everything in the Discord after stream anyways. The pros have a right to have a bit of an ego. Yeah, I mean, if they have a bit of an ego, that's fine. They're like really good at the games, obviously. But yeah, no, I remember at one point when I used to play like ranked games in Valorant. Okay, wait, let me plug in my headset before it yells at me again. But yeah, back in the day when I would play like ranked Valorant and I would try to like get better at the game and stuff, because for some reason that's what I was into back then. There was a point where I was kind of stuck in silver for a while because I was like solo queuing and I was a girl and I'm not really like a hyper carry type of player. I was like a killjoy player, so like a kind of like supporting, covering flank, you know, post plant, clutching up kind of gameplay. I honestly I still stand by this. Like I was not bad. Like I was not a bad player, and I honestly genuinely was better than silver at this time, and I could not get out of silver because honestly, and I get why people do this, the move when you solo queue is to insta-lock Reyna or Jet and just kill everybody. And my thing, I was trying to learn the game and get really good game sense and be like smart and aware and like reading the map and like thinking. And those are like good skills that I learned, but they're not useful for solo queuing out of silver. Like I had really good comms, like I would tell my teammates like things that I saw and where people were, and like I would like be like, oh, you know, maybe we should do this because there's like 3 people on A, so maybe we should go to like B, blah blah blah. Like I was a good teammate, I was a good well-rounded little player, but I was a girl and they did not like me. I would have been better off turning off my mic, insta-locking Reyna, and like just running it down mid and killing everybody. But like that's not how I wanted to play, and that is not how I enjoy playing still to this day. But it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work at that level. I was a Sky KO for the most part, but I had 2 accounts. I feel like those are good agents to play because they're really good with good teammates, but you could also like really like play by yourself because they both have flashes and utility that you can use like for yourself. Whereas like I was mainly playing like Killjoy, occasionally like some Sage, like I was like a Sentinel main, and like sometimes Smokes. Like if nobody played Smokes, like I'd fill like some Smokes or something. But like a lot of my utility wasn't necessarily useful for like solo plays. It was very like informational and very useful. But like in silver, like that doesn't matter. Like you just need to shoot your gun and kill everybody in silver. I did eventually like get out of silver and I like skyrocketed to like plat, and like I peaked like diamond 1 or something and then just gave up on playing ranked. At one point I like really wanted to like get good at Valorant and get to like immortal, but I just stopped playing. And it just got so frustrating that I didn't have like a good duo to play with or anything. I think I might have stuck with it if I had like a duo who could like climb with me and like we could just have fun and all of that, but I just was like, this is just so frustrating. It's so bad. Voice comms aren't needed until Diamond. Yeah. Like, especially if your teammates don't even listen to your comms. It's so pointless. And like, I obviously have girl voice because I have a voice changer that makes me sound like a girl, right? Obviously. So I like talking to comms. I'd be like the only one giving information in the comms, and the chances of my silver teammates having this information just from like gleaning it themselves from the game and the map, and yeah, no, the chances are slim of them having that information. So I'm providing it in a convenient form of telling it to them in their ear, and then they would just call me like a slur or like tell me to go to the kitchen. And I was like, okay, sorry for trying to play the video game the way it was intended. I'll stop that and I'll kill myself. awful. Like the vibe was just awful. Like not all of my games were like that. Like oftentimes I just had like very normal teammates and like teammates who would like calm and stuff, especially when I got more to like plat. I had better teammates, but silver was like the trenches. Silver is the fucking trenches, I tell you, because I feel like everybody who's like bad at the video game, which is like most of the player base, gets stuck in like silver. And they're all like mad at the world and they hate women or something, I guess, because they don't talk to women. I don't know. And for some reason, I have noticed this a lot from just like watching like streams and like TikToks and stuff of like other women who play Valorant. But like, okay, there's like basically like a few different things that you hear a lot if you have a girl voice and you talk in Valorant. It's like one, go back to the kitchen. That was a very common one. But for some reason, they like to call you, or they'll say a lot, I've got this a lot of the time, and I've seen like other female streamers, TikTokers, whatever, play Valorant, where they're like, you sound fat. And I always like say something like, oh yeah, like I'm like 600 pounds, like how'd you know? And I'm like, what does that even mean? I don't think it means anything. I think they just say that. I think it's literally like, go back to the kitchen. Like they're just looking for some way to insult a woman on the internet. And I'm like, this is why you're all gonna die alone and hard stuck silver. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Maybe, I don't know. Go make me a sandwich. Like, you don't want me to make you a sandwich. I'm a VTuber. I'll make you like a, I'll make you like a cheese sandwich, not a grilled cheese. Literally cheese on bread. And I will hand that to you. You don't want that. You don't want that. Surprise, not insta simping. It's usually that or insults. Yeah, I mean, it's either like the go back to the kitchen stuff, or on the other side of things, like you talk in the voice chat and instantaneously someone's like, mommy. And you're like, okay, muted. What kind of cheese? Cheddar. I always have cheddar cheese in my place. It's like my go-to cheese. It's like one of the cheaper cheeses. Just buy like brick of cheddar. Sometimes I just eat a sliced cheese. I like cheese. Cheese good. Cheese make brain happy. I like cheese. See, now I want cheese. I want cheese Borgor. I want cheese Borgor. I don't have cheese Borgor. Probably I will have chicken nugget after stream. I'll have a chicken nugget. Probably several chicken nuggets. Cheese equals serotonin. It honestly does. I genuinely love cheese. I don't know what I would do if I was lactose intolerant and I wasn't able to eat cheese. I'd probably be one of those lactose intolerant people that just eats cheese anyways and then like suffers for it. Like genuinely, I can't imagine like not being able to eat cheese ever. So I'm glad that I'm not lactose intolerant. Need to make cheddar fries? What is that? Do you like make the cheese into like little fries? Or is there like more to it? Or is it like actual fries but with like cheddar cheese involved somehow? We have lots of cheese here, like 1.4 billion pounds of cheese in underground bunkers owned by the government. Yo, where they keeping that cheese? Asking for a friend. Where they stocking that cheese? Can I get like some GPS coordinates or something for a friend? Just wondering. I'm sure my friend would like to know where they might find 1.4 billion pounds of cheese. Lifetime supply of cheese. Just cover fries with cheddar and melt it. Okay. So kind of like halfway to being a poutine. Except poutine doesn't usually use cheddar cheese. It uses like, I don't know what kind of cheese it is, but it's like the little cheese curds. I don't know what kind of cheese that is. I don't think it's cheddar though. It doesn't taste like cheddar. That actually sounds really good though. Cheddar melted on fries. Unfortunately, I actually have no cheese right now and I have no fries. So I cannot try that. I have nothing right now. I went to the grocery store the other day and spent $150 and almost none of it was food. It was a lot of like stocking up on like kitchen and bathroom stuff. Like I had to replace like my soap, and I had to buy like razor blade replacements, and I had to buy like, you know, like the little handle scrub brush thing that you use to like wash dishes. I had to buy like the replacement scrub brushy things for that. I had to buy a new thing of dish soap and like all stuff like that. And then I bought like a handful of actual groceries. And I spent like $150. And I have like 2 things I can eat. I just use a sponge. That's fair, honestly. I like the things with the handle, because then I don't have to necessarily like get my hand as wet and soapy. Especially too for me, like my hands are very prone to like dryness and like eczema and stuff. So the less I have to like get my hands like wet or get like soap or detergent or like anything on my hands, the better, I think. Because like anything like that can trigger it. And then obviously like every time you like wash your hands with soap and water, you're like drying out your hands a little bit. So yeah, I like the little thing with the handle. I just find it convenient too, because it's got like the soap in the handle, so it like automatically soaps whatever you're washing, which I like. Very nice, very convenient. The pains of adulting. Everything about adulting is painful. Hello, gato. Hi. Yeah? Is that how you feel? Okay. My bad. Meow. She doesn't like when I pick her up, but I always insist on picking her up. Oh, she's giving me the stare down now. Don't bite me, please. Don't bite me. Meow. Just sit politely. I'm sorry for picking you up. I'm sorry. She got murderous intent now. I messed up, chat. If the stream ends and you don't hear from me again, you'll know. You'll know what happened. Is that the funny one? Yeah, it is the funny one. Ah! Ah! No biting, please. It's my younger one. The one that's got a lot of energy. She was very funny. Ah! Nah, not you trying to lunge for my hand. Come here. Come sit. Come sit. I'm not gonna pick you up anymore. Just sit politely. She's still giving me the look. She's not pleased with me. But yeah, she is the funny one. She is funny. She's giving me a look. Oh, she's gonna like lunge at my face or something. But yeah, she's like young. She's full of energy. I have like 30 toys in my room for her. My hope is that she'll like wear herself out a little bit and be more chill. She just got so much energy. I don't know. I haven't had a young cat in a long time. Cause like my other cats, I mean, one of them passed away last year, so it's just like one left. But like prior to getting this cat, my 2 cats were like in the age range of like 8 to 13. Like they were like older cats, so they just kind of like very chill, very relaxed. Just spend most of their time eating, chilling, you know. And then I got this one, and she's like a year old, so she's like a baby cat, and she's so full of energy, and she's like crazy. It's like having a crazy person live with me. It's like having a little drunk crazy person with fur. A fuzzy crazy drunk person. That's what she's like. She's got a lot of energy. So I'm trying to figure out ways to like help her use up that energy so that she'll be like a little more relaxed and a little more chill. I feel like she's been a bit more chill lately. She hangs out with me. Like when I go to bed, she like sleeps on top of me instead of like running around like a crackhead, which has been nice. Cuddling with her, little cuddles with the baby. Don't you already have a crazy person living with you? Yeah, but that's like an actual person and not a small creature, a small fuzzy creature. But yes, I do live with a crazy person. Oh, speaking of crazy person that I live with, hello. I'm just talking about you. No, because I was talking about Gorlock and how she's like a little crazy person. And somebody was like, oh, you live with a crazy person? And I was like, yeah, I do. And then here you are. How's it going? How was Once Human?
Yay.
How was Once Human? I saw a bit of it. How was the rest of it? Not a long stream tonight? I don't feel like that was a long stream for you. I'm not doing a long stream tonight either. Because I can't even play a game. Because my shit'll like poop itself. So I'm just like hanging out for a couple hours maybe. And also I'm like still dying of allergies. So like there's that as well. But I don't know, I feel like I've like disappeared into the void for too long. And I have to make sure people know I'm still alive. Even if briefly. Almost finished the battle pass. Oh, Epoly feel crappy. Oh. Are you gonna make food? Are you gonna make chicken nuggets? What's your plan? If you make chicken nuggets, I want chicken nuggets. I don't know what your plan is. Mac and cheese soup? Ooh, that sounds good. I don't have anything like that, and I don't have the ingredients to make that. You're gonna make chicken nuggets? Can you make chicken nuggets for me? Or like, after you make chicken nuggets, I guess leave the oven on so I can make chicken nuggets. Please and thank you. Nyx, have you been helping Callie with her allergies? How would she help me? I don't think so. The other day, she did bring me a tea. I asked her nicely if she would make me and bring me a tea because she was in like the kitchen making chicken nuggets anyways, and she did. She made me a tea with honey and brought it to me, which was nice because like my throat, that was the other day when my meds weren't working, and so my throat was like really itchy and I felt really congested and bleh, and she brought me a tea with honey and it was very nice. By putting you out of your misery. Yeah, can you just come put me out of my misery? Actually, just come end it all for me. That would be great. Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, my hope is that my allergies like chill out a little bit soon, because they're only really like a problem for around June. Usually like the month of June, maybe like start in May and end sometime in June. So my hope is that I won't have to deal with them for too much longer. And hopefully they're not a problem by the time my birthday rolls around, because my hope is to do probably maybe like a 12-hour stream on my birthday, so on July 1st. I have to see, I don't have like my work schedule yet, but that's like a holiday here anyways, like that's like Canada Day, so I'll at least have that day off. But I just hope I don't work like early the next day or something. So it should be fine. It should be fine. Because I won't work that day. I'll have that day off. Time to play Mecha Break? Probably for part of it, yeah. I don't know if we'll do like the same thing for the entire stream. But what I've done in the past for my birthday is like a donathon for like the whole week and just streamed like every day. But since I have like my job now, it's not quite so feasible. So I figure probably just do one big stream like the day of. I don't think I'm gonna do like a donathon goals or anything. So I mean, if you want to give me birthday presents, that's chill. I won't turn them down. But I don't think I'm gonna do like a specific like big event or something. Just like a birthday day. Just like hang out all day and then yeah. I don't care that much about my birthday anymore. I'm getting old enough that I'm just like, yeah, you know, it's my birthday, woo, and then I'm like move on with my day. Wait, actually, since you're twins, who's the older one? Do you guys want to guess? Do you guys want to guess who you think the older one is? And then I'll tell you the actual answer. Donation goal, get Callie a non-potato computer. My computer's not even a potato computer. It's only because I'm like a streamer and a VTuber that like my GPU is causing me problems. Cause it's got 8 gigabytes of VRAM, so like 8 gigabyte working memory on the GPU. Cause like the GPU itself isn't bad, it's a 3080. I have no problems with it when I'm not like streaming and VTubing and playing a game and everything all at once. But just because I do all of those things all at once for many hours at a time, often, yeah, it does not like that. Doesn't really like that. So like honestly, my PC is like really good overall. Like the build on my PC is quite good, but it's really just the working memory specifically of my GPU. Unfortunately, I can't just download more. Can't just download more VRAM. If only. But yeah, I mean, I've got like a GPU thing on my throne, so like if you do want to give me a birthday present, you could contribute towards that or something. Because that's the only PC part I really need to upgrade. And then everything will be smooth sailing. Because what I'm going to do is get one that's got like 16 gigabytes of VRAM, so like twice as much as I have now. And then I should be chilling. I should have no problems. But GPUs are very expensive. Very expensive. And my cat needs expensive dental surgery, which I think I should prioritize over a GPU, because otherwise I would be a bad pet parent, wouldn't I? GPU pricing is stupid, yeah. It's like, it's unfortunate that the PC part that I would need to upgrade to solve the issues that I am having is like the most expensive part that you have in your PC. It's a shame, but it's whatever. I mean, I can get around it a little bit to some extent. It just sucks because like I can't really do what I want to do on stream right now, because like even playing games like Honkai Star Rail, like it'll fuck up. It's not like that's like an insanely graphically intense game. It's not like I'm playing like Apex Legends at like max settings or some nonsense like that, right? It's Honkai Star Rail. Like, come on. But yeah, so I'm trying to find a kind of workaround. So obviously for today, I just did just chatting, because if I don't have a game open, it's okay. It can handle like my VTuber model and streaming without a game. And then my VTuber Papa Smooth, he tried to send me a lower res version of my model the other day, but for some reason it was kind of wonky when I opened it. So he's trying to figure out why and then fix it. So hopefully I can use a lower res version of my model if we want to like play a game on stream and see how that goes. But I also did make myself a little PNG tuber as like a backup in case like the low res VTuber model doesn't work. It's not low res, like low res. Like it's not gonna look sad. It's just if I zoom in really close on my face, you'll know that it's lower res because it won't be like crisp. But like for me being in the corner playing a game, it'll be fine. Like you won't notice the difference. But I also did make a little PNG tuber as a backup. Actually, I should show you guys my little PNG tuber. Let me see Made it all by myself. I had to open the program for it though. I don't remember how to load the little model. Did I save it? When I was doing this the other day, actually. I fear I may not have saved it the other day. So I may have to remake it. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard once I figured out how to do it. It's not like too crazy. So it's fine, but like I made like a slightly fancier one than like just using, you know how you can use like Discord Fugi and just have like a singular PNG and then it'll like light up when you talk. No, I use like there's an actual program called PNG Tuber Plus. You can basically like almost like mini rig if you have separated parts, which is what I think some people do. So they have like slightly fancier PNG tuber models with like a little bit of expressiveness. I just took 4 single PNG images of my VTuber model and used them for the same purpose basically. And it's basically just the mouth opens when I talk and then it like blinks randomly periodically. And it like kind of moves a little bit. It has like some like bounciness to it. So it's like slightly more dynamic than using like a still PNG. That's like what I wanted basically. Cause I just don't like, it feels so sad to go from like a super like expressive, bouncy, fun, moving VTuber model to a completely still image. So it's like, okay, maybe I can just do this if I have to. But my hope is that the lower res version of my model will be a good enough fix for now. But we'll have to see. I'll have to test that one day. If I had 2 other parts, I would use it, but I just use Fugi. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you want to make like a PNG tuber and like for PNG Tuber Plus, you have to like specifically commission it or draw it in that way, like almost like a mini VTuber model with like a few parts separated, like cut separately, so you can like open and close like the eyes and the mouth, and maybe like have like the head or neck separate from like the body, so you can like move like the head up or down or like side to side or something like that, like just like a few things separated. But I made it work. I made it work because I didn't really want to fuck with like the actual like raw file of my VTuber model to do it like that proper way. So I just took like still images. Like I basically froze my VTuber model and then forced its eyes open and then forced the eyes closed and forced like the mouth open and closed. So like the positioning of the model is the exact same in all of the images. The only thing different is like the eyes open closed and the mouth open closed. So like I was able to make it work that way. But like that's not normally how you would do it. It's almost like a mini VTuber model in a way. VideoTube Mini is also another option. I've never heard of that one. I have no idea about that one. But apparently I'll have to remake my little VTuber model thingy, or my PNG tuber, because I don't seem to have saved it in the program. Which is exactly something I would do, to be honest. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard. I just had to slap the images back in there and like click a few buttons. But hopefully I won't need to use that anyways. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, Fugi works well if you just have like a still image and like you just want something to like light up when you talk, and like it works fine. It does its job and it like serves its purpose. But like, I think my problem is that I'm spoiled. I've had like a proper VTuber model for many years. Like this one I've had for a year. Before that I had like my 1.0 for what, like a year or two? So like most of the time I've been a VTuber, except maybe like the first year, I've had like a moving VTuber model of some sort. So like I'm very spoiled in a sense, because I'm used to being able to like move and like make different expressions and like blah 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 and have boob physics. Very important. We have boob physics. Most important. That's the biggest downside, guys. That's the biggest downside with the PNG tuber, is we don't have boob physics. Okay? Chat, no boob physics on the PNG tuber. Can I get $2,000 donated for a new GPU so we can keep boob physics on the screen? Priorities, boob physics. If Callie wanted extra money, she could just make a little PNG dudes. Little PNG dudes. I mean, maybe. It's a lot of work, low-key, though. If I wanted to make extra money, I could learn 17 million different skills and then monetize them. But I'm lazy, so I don't. It's basically like PNG Tuber Plus, but the dev for PNG Tuber abandoned it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I mean, I think, I don't know how long like the PNG Tuber Plus program has been around, but like I wasn't familiar with it back when I first like had a PNG and was starting streaming. Like I just like wasn't familiar with like any of the tech back then. I don't even think I used Discord Fugi back then. I think I literally just had like a little PNG of me on the screen, just like so people were like, that's me, that's who you're listening to, talking into your ear, and just had like a little guy on the screen as like a representation of me. So I don't know what tech was available back then. Probably a lot of the same tech as now, I just didn't know about it. Now I'm just more familiar, but I have an actual VTuber model, so I don't really need to be as familiar with like the PNG programs, I guess. Cry, no boob physics. Can we get 2,000 donated dollars for the GPU? It's not even $2,000. I think it's like, I'd have to double check. The one that I like put on my wish list, I think in like Canadian dollars it's like $1,700 or something. So like, what is that in USD? Like 1,200 ish, maybe? I don't know. I'm over exaggerating for whatever reason. Your boobs were too powerful for your GPU. Yeah, that's the real problem, is that my boobs are too powerful. My GPU can't handle my boobs. If you want the boobs to stay, you need to give me money. Smooge. No, I'm kidding. I feel like nobody has money these days anyways. I wouldn't ask for money unless you're like an oil prince, in which case I would love your money. But for like most people, I feel like everything's so expensive these days, and like wages are kind of booty cheeks. So I kind of just expect like people don't really have money, and even if they do, I don't really expect them to give it to me, to be honest. It would be nice if they did, but I don't really expect that. Y'all got money? No. I wish. I thought I'd have like some extra money, like extra spending money, being like back at my job. It's only like part-time, but like, you know, but they've been giving me like really ass hours. Like genuinely, there's a lot of weeks where I have like 1 4-hour shift. And I'm like, damn, I'll buy some extra bread when I get groceries, I guess. Maybe buy the like good bread or something, you know, go all out, splurge a little bit. But like, damn, maybe go crazy and buy a little chicken breast or something at the grocery store, you know, some meat. Yeah, just go absolutely buck wild at the grocery store. Like, what? They hate me. They don't want to give me any hours. They're so mean. Nah, they just don't have like the hours to give right now. It's like sort of like a slow time of year for retail, and that's fine. That's fine. I just love complaining. The expensive chicken nuggets. Bro, they had the good chicken nuggets at the store the other day, finally. So the best chicken nuggets that we found are the Great Value chicken nuggets that Walmart has. Okay, for some reason those are like better than the other chicken nuggets. I don't know why, but they just are. Like, they just crisp up really good, you know, just good chicken nugget all around. And they're like one of the less expensive ones too, which is like, you know, banger. But for like once, the Walmart did not have the Great Value chicken nuggets. Like, I don't know why. They have not had them for like months. And then I went into Walmart the other day, and what did they have? Chicken nuggets. Great Value chicken nuggets. I was so happy. I bought like 2 giant boxes. 2 giant, I don't know, they're like 1 kilogram box of chicken nuggets. I bought 2. I bought 2 kilograms of chicken nuggets. I got so excited. So yeah, we have plenty of chicken nuggets right now. That's a lot of chicken nuggets, yeah. I don't know if they're 1 kilogram. I think they might have been like 800 gram boxes. So like maybe a total of like 1.6 kilograms of chicken nuggets. It's a good amount of chicken nuggets either way. I got a little excited because I hadn't seen them in months. What are you gonna do? It worked out though, because like my sister's been eating them too. She's like, can I have some of these chicken nuggets? And I'm like, sure, why not? And so they're getting eaten. They're getting eaten. Not to worry. They're not going to waste. We will eat 1.6 kilograms of chicken nuggets in no time. Within the week, we will have eaten 1.6 kilograms of chicken nuggets, probably. Yeah. Yeah, we eat chicken nuggets most days. If we have them. And they're the good ones. Honestly, we don't always eat that much chicken nuggets, but like I said, for months they didn't have our favorite chicken nuggets, so we're like a little excited. We're eating lots of chicken nuggets right now. Every day, chicken nuggets for dinner. We're going crazy. Isn't that like 4 days of food? I don't know. I'll like make like 10 nuggets or something, and I don't know how many grams of chicken nuggets that is, but I think if I make like 10 chicken nuggets, I can do that like 4 times with one of these boxes. So yeah, honestly, you might be right. If we both ate that amount of chicken nuggets every day, we'd probably go through them in like 4 days. Stay tuned. Wonder what percentage of nuggies you two are at this point. I wonder. Can I just eat like, if I eat like several pounds of chicken nuggets, can I just be like 5% chicken nugget for a brief period of time until I like digest them and poop them out? I can't eat that much chicken nuggets. My tummy would hurt. I could probably eat a pound of chicken nuggets, right? I don't feel like that would be like a crazy amount, but that wouldn't make me like a super high percentage of chicken nugget. Because if I was 100 pounds, which is very small, I am not 100 pounds, and I had 1 pound of chicken nugget, I would be 1% chicken nugget. But since I am more than 100 pounds, I will be less than 1% chicken nugget. So I need to pump those numbers up. I need to figure out how to eat like 2 pounds of chicken nuggets. Very important math happening here. Very important math, chicken nugget math happening. Remember when I did the math to figure out how many chicken nuggets tall I would be if they were laid like on top of each other? like the short way. And I think I'm like 120 or 130 chicken nuggets tall. Very important information. Good information to have. Just eat more. Bro, I'm gonna end up in the ER with an exploded stomach. Cause of death. Too many chicken nuggets. I mean, at least the healthcare would be free. Still doesn't sound like a fun time though. So I think I'll stick to not eating that many chicken nuggets. Put that on the job resume. I'm 1% chicken nugget, by the way. I'm probably on an average day, I'm like 1% iced coffee. So I've got that going for me at least. I wonder how much caffeine I drink in a day. Probably a normal amount. Right? I don't know. I don't think it says how much caffeine is in my coffee. It's like instant coffee, and I tried like checking once because I was curious like how much caffeine was in it, and I don't think it said. It didn't really say. So I might have to like do some Googling and see like, I don't know, how much caffeine is typically in instant coffee, and then based on that like assumption, do some quick maths. Because I know exactly how much instant coffee I use to make my iced coffee, and then I make like 2 of those in a day. So like it would be really easy math, but I just need to know the caffeine content. Okay, hold up. How much caffeine is in instant coffee? Is there, okay, I don't know by weight. 100 grams, bro, I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of caffeine in instant coffee. Oh, in 1 spoon, 30 milligrams? Okay. So by that, I'm drinking 100, maybe 180 milligrams of caffeine a day. That doesn't sound like a lot. How much caffeine in a day? Up to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day is safe for most healthy adults. Yeah, okay, and I'm drinking like half that. So like I could pump those numbers up actually. If anything, I should be drinking more coffee by that logic. Here I was trying to limit myself because I was like, I want to drink too much caffeine. Yeah, I'm not even drinking too much caffeine. I can have more caffeine. I'm gonna pump those numbers up. Just you wait, chat. Just you wait. I think I heard the math was like you should be fine unless you're drinking like 20 cups of coffee. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the iced coffees that I make are like probably the size of like 2 cups of coffee. Like it's probably like 2 cups of liquid. And I'm having 2 of those in a day. So probably about like 4 regular sized coffees ish. 3 to 4 regular sized coffees in a day. But according to my quick Google search and my quick math, I'm having about 200 milligrams of coffee in a day, which is not an insane amount of caffeine actually, because apparently up to 400 milligrams of caffeine is safe for an adult person, most likely. So I'm under caffeinated, if anything. I need more caffeine. I'm gonna make that my New Year's resolution, except I'm gonna start it now in June, in the middle of the year. My resolution is to drink more coffee, have more caffeine, and then all of a sudden you see me like in the Discord at like 6 a.m. saying how I haven't slept. Wonder why? Maybe because all she does is drink coffee. Healthy adult. I'm a healthy adult. I'm in okay-ish physical and mental health. Ish. I don't have like heart problems or something, right? I feel like that's like the kind of thing that they're probably referring to. Like if you have like a heart complication, don't go around drinking a fuck ton of caffeine. But I don't have anything like that. So like in that standard, I'm healthy. Okay. All right, maybe I'm not the pinnacle of a healthy person overall. I don't think that's what they mean. I think they just mean like you don't have like risk factors. I feel like the biggest risk factor for caffeine would be like heart problems, because like it speeds up your heart rate and like stuff because it's caffeine. My biggest issue with caffeine is like anxiety, especially like pre being medicated. I like genuinely could not drink very much caffeine without just like having a panic attack. Now that I'm medicated, it's chill. Me and caffeine are homies again now. So there was this fucking TikTok the other day. I think a friend of mine sent it to me, because I don't really watch TikToks very much anymore. I'm pretty sure like a friend sent it to me, and it was a fucking, I think it was like someone's husband, right? I think it was like the wife was like recording, and she was recording like her husband, and he was like, she must have been on her bed, and he was in like the doorway of the bedroom, and he had like an iced coffee, and he had like bottles of pills, like medications, and he was like shaking them at the door. He's like, pss, 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 come here, pss, pss, pss. With like the pills and the iced coffee, and I was like, bro, this feels targeted. I was like, that's literally me in the morning, like me and my little pills and my little iced coffee. I was like, damn, I'm feeling personally attacked right now. But I was like, they right though. They right. Hi Callie, how have you been? I've been okay. I'm dying of allergies. I've had some technical difficulties with my PC lately. But like, other than that, pretty okay. Nothing too exciting has happened lately, good or bad, which is a good thing, I think. I don't want anything too exciting to happen. That's stressful. Our birthday's coming up. That's good. I'm hoping that my parents will get me a new dresser for my birthday from IKEA. That's my hope. I want a new dresser, because right now I have a plastic dresser from Walmart. Like one of those, you know, like little plastic ones you get from Walmart. It's got a few drawers in it. That's what I use for like my socks and my underwear and like my bras and stuff. And I want like an actual dresser from IKEA. Not anything crazy. The one I want is like 250 Canadian dollars. I think that's a very reasonable price for a good sized dresser. And that's what I want for my birthday. Not to sound like a boring old person, but like I literally want a piece of furniture for my birthday. I'm actually old. Oh my god. I'm like, cleaning supplies. New dresser. Ooh, kill him. Ooh. End me now. I hope you feel better. Thanks. I've been on a concoction of different allergy meds, and I might try a new one, because I've been taking Reactin for the last couple days, and that's been okay, but I feel like it's not like as good as it could be. And then on top of that, I've also been taking like some NyQuil and like some nasal spray that I found at the convenience store near my home. But yeah, I'm gonna try a different one later in the week whenever I make it to the store. My chat recommended. They said it was very good and they like it. So I was like, okay, we'll try that one next. Cause I don't think Claritin works for me. And then the other one I tried the other day didn't work. I forget what the brand name version of it would be. And then now I've got Reactin, and that's like okay. And then they suggested Allegra, so that's the one we're gonna try next. Honestly though, the NyQuil helps quite a bit, because a lot of my issues are like congestion and like, you know, that type of stuff that like overlaps very much with like colds. Plus it has like an antihistamine in it, so like honestly the NyQuil kind of fucks. I think somebody in my Discord recommended that. And like whoever that was deserves to get their ass ate. Like on God, for real. So I just be taking like the NyQuil a couple times a day. I make sure to take it right before bed because I feel like it helps me sleep a little bit too. It's great, knocks me right out. You know you're old when you like, but what if you got into appliances though? Like genuinely, I would love, there's a couple new like small appliances like I would love an upgrade to my kettle, because I have the same kettle that I bought for like $10 at Walmart when I was like 18. So I've had that thing for like 12 years. You know, would love an upgrade to that. I would love like a little espresso machine slash milk steamer latte maker type of thing. Like just like a little one. Basically just like a little espresso machine with like the steamer wand on the side. I would love that. That'd be like a huge upgrade for me for like my kitchen. Make like myself some nice lattes, nice little cappuccinos or whatever. When I, you know, want something a little like hot or different than my usual iced coffees. Would be nice to have. I don't know. And then there was another thing. I think I put it on my wish list that I want to buy at some point, but it's kind of pricey. It's like a steam cleaner. So like it switches to like kind of like a mop, but also to like a handheld thing, and it's got like all these different attachments. I keep getting all these cleaning TikToks. Every time I open TikTok, I get cute cat videos or like clean talk. And everybody on TikTok, everybody on Clean Talk is using these fucking like steam cleaning machines to like clean everything, and I'm like obsessed with it. And like, just steam clean everything. Like a little handheld steam clean the microwave, inside the microwave, steam clean the shower, steam clean the floors, steam clean the walls. I'm like, I want to steam clean everything. That seems really satisfying and easy. What the hell? And it probably like it's also sanitizing at the same time. I was like, wait, that's great. But it's kind of expensive. So I was like, I'll hold off for now. I'll like live with what I got. But I was like, that seems really satisfying. I want that. But for now, I've got like you know, like a vacuum. I got a mop. I got a broom. You know, normal stuff. Know what I hate the most though? Okay, like that steam cleaning stuff. I love it. That's like the best part of this Clean Talk, okay? But what I hate when I see on Clean Talk is they shove like 300 different cleaners into like a toilet. And I'm like, y'all are creating mustard gas probably. Like, y'all are gonna pass out from the fumes, I swear to God. Like, I don't get the obsession with like using like 13 different chemicals for one simple cleaning job. But the steam cleaner, I love the steam cleaner. That seems like such a really, really useful tool, actually. The espresso rabbit hole, yeah. I mean, I have no reason to have like a fancy espresso machine or like a fancy espresso machine setup or anything. But like just having like a simple little espresso maker with like the little steamer wand would go like a really long way for me. Because if I want to make a hot latte, what I do, I like the bootleg latte. I heat up the milk in like a saucepan on the oven, and then I have like a little milk frother, and I use that to like froth up the hot milk and pour it over like the like instant espresso. And, like ghetto ass latte. It works and it tastes pretty good though, so I stand by it. It works fine enough. It works good enough. Not the toilet concoctions with the scrub daddies, bro. They be pouring like all sorts of like pink shit, blue shit, purple shit, green shit into their toilet, and I'm like, bro, you need like one thing max to clean your toilet. Like, pick one thing. It's a toilet. Like, holy crap. I was like, what are y'all doing? Or like, I've seen a lot of videos where people are like wet mopping their floors, and then they come back a few months later saying how they have like a bunch of mold from the wet mopping. And I'm like, okay, noted. I will not be doing that. child in my apartment, okay? Regular mopping is fine by me. I'm good. I'm good. If I've learned anything from James Hoffman, is the grinder greater than the machine? Oh, for espresso? Noted. I will keep that in mind. I don't know like the tech for like espresso. I don't know anything. Like I literally use instant coffee to make my iced coffees. Like that just works well for me and it's very cost effective. But like if I got an actual little machine, like a little espresso maker machine, I'd probably try to learn like what would be like a good espresso or like a good technique for like the espresso and blah blah blah. I know there's lots of like people on TikTok who know a lot about that. I've seen a lot of TikToks of people making like really nice, satisfying videos of making their like espresso in the morning, and it's really, really fun to watch. I don't know what they're doing half the time, but I'm like, or like what the purpose. They got that little special whisk thing that after they put the espresso in like the little thing, they like put the little whisk in and like mix it around and then they like flatten it, and then I don't know the tech, but it's very satisfying to watch. They're like almost like ASMR videos of people making espresso, and I actually really find it very satisfying. Sup. Hey, how's it going, man? Mom, I found the piss drawer. What a username. Welcome in. Nemui, hi. I wonder how many people exploded their house on accident while using too many chemicals for cleaning. Dude, there's probably so many people who've had to like evacuate their house from mixing too many cleaning chemicals together and accidentally making like dangerous chemicals or something. Like probably there's a lot of people who have like inhaled dangerous chemicals from this stuff. Like I would not be surprised. Like they have no idea what they're doing. Like I have a degree in chemistry and I still don't know what you'd be making mixing half these chemicals together. Like, doesn't seem like a good idea to me to just mix a bunch of random chemicals together. But like, that's just me. What do I know? I'm just a VTuber. I don't do espresso, but I watch the shorts of that one guy who has all the toys. Yeah, I wonder if like it's the same guy that I'm thinking of. He has like, he basically has like everything I think you could possibly have to do with espresso. I swear he has like a giant machine, maybe several machines, and he has these like fancy little tools and whatnot, and he makes like these fancy little videos. Like, I don't know, probably there's several people that do that same thing, but there's this guy, there's this one guy, I've seen his videos a few times. I literally never knew your degree until right now. Okay, it's not actually chemistry, it's biochemistry, so like not all of my courses were chemistry. There was like a mix. I took a lot of like genetics types of courses, and a lot of like, I took a lot of chemistry, a lot of like analytical chemistry, physical chemistry, organic chemistry. I hated organic chemistry. Don't talk to me about organic chemistry. That shit was traumatizing. So yeah, I know a good chunk of stuff in theory about like chemistry and like genetics type of stuff, or like the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, you know, all that stuff, right? It's like right up my alley. Orgo is a nightmare. Yeah, I just didn't like it because like my favorite type of stuff is very like, I like more math. Like the more math oriented chemistries where you're like converting, like you're like, oh, you know, you have like 2 grams of this chemical and you like burn it in this reaction, like how many grams of product should you get? You know, I really liked like those mathematical chemistry stuff. Orgo was not that. It was just memorizing a lot of stuff, and I did not like that. My brain does not like that. Does not like remembering all these different steps and mechanisms and reactions. Just thinking about it hurts my brain. Ammonia based and bleach don't mix. You make chlorine gas. Yeah. No, I know that one for sure, but that's not even because of like chemistry. That's just because I have cats. And it's kind of like common knowledge that you don't want to use bleach to clean up anything that like a cat has peed on. Like, you know, because then you'll make chlorine gas. I think that's common knowledge. I hope that's common knowledge for like cat owners. Otherwise, somebody out there like is cleaning up something their cat peed on and making chlorine gas probably. How many nuggies you want? 12. I would like 12 nuggets specifically. Nice satisfying number. Divisible by 2, 6, 4, 3, 1 and itself. Very satisfying number. I want slightly more than 10 nuggets is really the actual logic. Oh. My cat saw something. She's staring at, she jumped on my PC and now she's staring at my wall, but I don't see anything. I think we have a ghost. What do you see, my child? Yeah, we got a ghost. GG's. I'm haunted. It's so Jover. How much longer are you streaming? I'll probably end soon, honestly. It was meant to be like a short stream, because I honestly originally wasn't even like planning to stream tonight, and then I ended up like messing around with my model and making it kind of match the potential new design rebrand. What? Sorry, what'd she say? Did she say something? And then I was like, you know what? Let's get a new background. Let's just like fuck around with shit. And then I was like, yeah, let's fucking go live, you know? Like, but I don't want to stream for like 6 hours because I'm like dying of allergies, obviously. Chlorine! I thought it was mustard gas if you mixed piss and bleach. Isn't that exactly what it is, like chemically? It's like chlorine gas. Mustard gas. AKA bis 2 chlorethyl sulfide. If you want to know the actual chemical composition. The term mustard gas is technically a misnomer as it is a liquid at room temperature. Fascinating. Maybe chlorine gas isn't a synonym though. But I mean, it's got chloro something chemical in it, so. I used to know what these chemical terms meant. Now, maybe not so much. It's been many years since I finished my education. Actually, funny enough, I was doing a bunch of like organizing a few weeks back. Dude, my cat is losing her mind at whatever she's seeing. Can cats be schizophrenic? I feel like they can probably be schizophrenic. Anyways, the other day I was doing a bunch of organizing and like reorganizing stuff that's in like this little storage closet that we have, and guess what I found? I found my degree. I haven't seen that thing in years. I found it in a random bin. How exciting! Yippee! Not the standing desk. Don't make me stand. I will stand, but just know I'm not happy about it. Ugh. Oh my god. I was sitting for like 3 straight hours. Ugh. I have no clue where that thing is. Yeah, I like, if I was smart, I would have got like a frame for it and like framed it and put it on my wall so I can like be like, look, I have a fancy degree that I spent tens of thousands of dollars to get. Woo! But like, I've never used it once. And I don't know that I ever will at this point, because I don't really want a job in that field. I want something I can work from home. So I want to get more into like, I don't know. I started learning a bit of coding the other day or the other week. I wanna learn more coding. Maybe get into like coding and tech and stuff. I mean, ideally I could just be an anime girl on the internet, but I don't know if that's the best career path. So I figure have a backup plan to that would probably be a good idea. But yeah, I don't really want to work in like a lab doing like chemistry stuff or whatever. Like I just want to work from home. I want to work in my pajamas, you know. That's what I want. That's what I want. I think that's a good place to start. I just want to be comfy. I don't want to have to put on like nice clothes and go to work and wear a lab coat and wear a bra and all this stuff. I just want to be in my pajamas and do my job. They can develop schizophrenia and other memory cognitive disorders. That is so fascinating. What do you see? I think she's seeing like a piece of dust or something on the ceiling. And she thinks it's like a bug or something. There's nothing there. It's just dust getting blown by the AC. She's very committed to it. I'm gonna let her do her thing. Hopefully she doesn't break. I feel like she's gonna break something trying to like jump. Alright, do we wanna raid somebody when I go tonight? Probably should, right? I don't know what people are up to tonight. What even is it? Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. I don't know what day of the week it is. I just know it's not the weekend. Because I know I don't work until the weekend. Alright, what are people up to today? I think I got chicken nuggets in the oven, so I gotta dip and eat those. Cats and leukemia be close AF. Oh, yeah, I've heard of like the feline leukemia. Poor little kitties. I'd cry if my cat got like sick, like leukemia or something. I've been fortunate that so far none of the cats I've had like got sick when they were young or anything. Like they've all been like older when they've started having health problems. But oh my god, like sometimes I hear about somebody's like young ass cat getting some like cat disease or like dying even, and I'm like, dude, if I had a cat that was like 2 or 3 years old pass away, I'd be so devastated. Like it's bad enough when they're old and you kind of expect it a little more, but like having a baby cat get sick, oh, it's so sad. But yeah, I don't think my cat's schizo. I think she just a silly guy. She just sees something that she thinks is something, but it's not really something. But she's just a cat, so she doesn't know that. So yeah. All right, what's everyone up to tonight? What's like the hip games with the kids these days? I know people have been playing like Clair Obscure. Is there anything newer than that that's like hip with the kids? I'm not even sure, honestly. Trust me when I say this, watch Carl Weezer's Groovy Nightmare on YouTube. That sounds incredibly random. Is there literally any context whatsoever? That's how I felt with the rest of Simba's litter. Oh, is that something that is that what happened with Simba's other siblings? I just assumed that you guys just like kept Simba and then like, I don't know, adopted off the rest of the litter, like you like picked your favorite or something. That's worse. That's worse. Simba's a survivor. What? Expedition 33, Doom, Fantasy Life, Night Rain. Oh, Night Rain. I have to play that. Somebody bought it for me and I want to play it. I haven't gotten around to it yet. What are you doing? Nah, my cat's schizo. I'm schizo, my cat's schizo. It's all good. We're all just a bunch of schizos here. Alright, I might raid this person. I've not actually seen their streams before, but they showed up in my recommended here, And they're doing some chatting. So that works. We're gonna meet a new person today. We're social butterflies. We go out, we meet new people, we talk to women, right chat? Say it with me, we talk to women! We talk to women. Let me hear it. No. Damn, okay. You guys want to do a women are scary raid? Women are scary. Women are scary. So scary. Terrifying even. Women are scary. we don't talk to women. It's okay because I'm not a woman. I'm obviously a man with a voice changer. So this is a safe space. It's okay, chat. This is a safe space. So yeah, we're gonna raid Carbon with a K. Carbon VT. I know, hard to believe. Yo, believe it or not, this person's a VTuber. I know, VT in the name. Who would have thought? No, they seem cool. I've never seen them before though, but they have a cool model. They seem like a fun guy. I'm excited to meet them. Hopefully we have a good time over there. I think we will. All right, women are scary. Women are scary raid. Women are scary and not real. But if they were real, they would be very terrifying. Trust. All right, have a good night, guys. I don't know when I'll see you next. Hopefully next time we can play a game. I don't know, we'll see. No promises. See you guys in a month. Have a good night.